is live and correct, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we here, man. Y'all was about to see me go ballistic, but now we chilling, man. Now we chilling. We in here, bruh. Definitely, it was nothing. Sometimes the technology just don't be working. Now, let's get Leo up and cracking now.
Yeah,
now
Leo bounce out, come back in, Leo.
You
gotta check your settings though, Leo. Honestly, he's gotta check his settings, bro. I don't want y'all to blame me.
Yo, y'all don't be understanding, bro. This should be hilarious. We be getting on turf ads all the time about this technology shit. But shout out everybody in the chat, man. I see we starting to gain there. I'm starting to gain people on my end. You feel me? I hear a little echo.
It's Leo. It's Leo. Hold on, I got it.
Don't start this again.
Myself
turn
now.
that motherfucker down. But while we doing that, man, while we getting everything right, let me go ahead. Let me say what's up. Did you already put the link to the chat in our group chat, Turf?
Oh, it's the same one, but I'll do it right now. It's the same
Okay,
one.
that's a bet.
Always
link to
the
chat.
same one.
Always the same little link.
Always.
Okay, that's a bet. So we on there, man. So while Turf is getting it started with Leo, man, I go ahead and address everybody that's showing up. I already saw Sacktown Raider Mike in my chat box a little bit, right? I saw him there. So shout out to the dog. I appreciate him for being there.
You put me in or what?
I don't know who else is in the chat because I didn't see everybody else in the chat, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take a wild guess on probably the people that is here. Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. We got our guy who Billy Davis. I heard Billy Davis was in the building as well, man. What's going on, Billy Davis? Who else am I gonna take a stab at? Well, dog, I'm over here forgetting our guys' names, man. Oh, SoCal Sal in the building. I know he probably there, man. My guy Huey P might be in the building as well. I don't know if he there or not. M85 Gunsmoke might be in there. Death Pile Picker might be up in that mug as well, man. We got a lot of people. My dog Dre for show.
I gave you the link, bro. Man. I gave you the link.
Oh, I know. I'm just guessing right now.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm trying to play a game. I'm trying to see how many people I know is up in here, man. I know our guy Raider Boosters in there. Raider Rebel, man. What's going on? Now I'm in the chat with it. Now I'm in the chat.
Building.
Jack Kenna in there, man. I don't see our guy Chris for Raiders, but I know he in one of our chats.
Oh, he's here. He's here all day. He was one of the first ones. I just put him up. Run, you good, bro. You good. Yes, sir.
Go, man.
And you know Chris coming up. At least I hope Chris coming up.
We'll see. But shout out to Jack, man. He over there. He watching his fight in Irish play tonight, which is fire, man. We're waiting for Leo to get right so we can bring him in and he can start talking about his team and squad. But as Turf does that, make sure you guys are hitting on the like button. Make sure you guys are hitting on the subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing. Appreciate you for tapping. I see video.
Is back.
I see video. Now do I hear him?
Now do you hear me now?
Everybody's Gucci. See?
Okay.
See? It wasn't me, guys. Y'all give me a lot of flack.
Whatever. It went from you here working. Rundown came. I didn't work anymore. It's
y'all
only
gonna be
direct
mad.
the problem.
Y'all gonna be hot. Y'all gonna be really mad. Because I can't hear Leo at all.
See? It's a director problem.
You can't hear Leo? Nah, that ain't me, bro.
I can't hear. It is what it is. I'm gonna read the lips, bro. We gonna read lips tonight. we gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna refresh Leo. That don't make sense, bro.
That's what I'm telling you.
Look, I did it with you that one night, Turf. I mean, I couldn't even see you. That shit was crazy. So we gonna figure it out. But we here. Game on Sunday, bro. Game on Sunday. Let's go ahead. Let's get into some Raider news, man. Game on Sunday. I know Turf, you working in the background, so I'm gonna let you do your thing.
No, I'm ready.
As long as people can hear Leo, through the YouTube, then that don't matter, bro. Like what I mean. Right? Just let me know what he said. You feel me? And then I'll respond accordingly, like that. But we got a game on Sunday, okay, against the Jaguars, and let's just say it plain and frank, bro. The tank is in trouble, dog. The tank's in trouble.
It is.
All right, because Aiden O'Connell is out there, bruh, and he's at least more competent than Desmond Ridder, and I don't even know what Carter Bradley is. So let's start with Leo, since I can't hear him, but let the people hear, right? How you feel about AOC starting on Sunday, man, against the Jaguars?
I think the tank is in trouble, bro. It makes our team a lot more. The offense runs smoother, I think. He'll know more of the playbook, so he can get the ball out to his targets. So it'd be if you're one of those that wants us to lose, I'd be a little scared. Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you. I figured out why I couldn't hear you, but we're gonna save that for after.
It wasn't me. I knew it, bro.
Save that for
I
after.
knew. That's all
You
right.
shouldn't have said nothing, Round. You should have just left it, and then me and you talked about it.
I knew it wasn't me, man.
Turf, man, you let us know, man. Let us know how you feel about AOC. He was once your dog, man. So how you feel about him playing?
He still is my dog, man. I love AOC. But the reality is, yes, he is going to mess up our potential in terms of, hashtag SS. It is absolutely in jeopardy. I think we definitely need to start contemplating having some real serious conversations about Plan B, meaning no Shador and no Cam Ward. So that's my 2 cents on it.
If we win,
Yes.
And Sacktown, man, you not slick. Yeah, if anybody know what Twin Peaks is, you not slick, motherfucker. I know how you going. I know why. I know exactly why you going to Twin Peaks to go watch the game. Just think,
Yes, sir.
Hooters, but better. All right, but better. Just know that.
Twin
Better.
Peaks, what's that?
Twin Peaks is a better version of Hooters.
You don't know
man.
what
It's a
Twin Peaks
better
is for
version.
real? No. Oh, wow, he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if
slipping,
that's
bruh. He's slipping.
nationwide. Yeah.
How I know what Twin Peaks is in the
In
amount of shit
Rio,
y'all be
no.
talking about in group chat. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. You'd be the last one to know about Twin Peaks.
Come on now. Hey man, yeah, you gotta know, man. You gotta
the
know.
only ones I know are Hooters and Ojos Locos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that second one. I ain't never heard that second
Yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah,
Arizona.
I mean, that one I discovered in Arizona.
Yep, there's one here.
Oh.
There's one in Austin.
There's one in
But,
Vegas too now. Yeah.
Uh-oh, they opening shit up out here, man. They
Yeah.
opening shit up.
They
So
were
we
trying
talking
to open
about-
one in Cali. Oh, they did open one in Cali. They did. Downey.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we talking about the game Sunday, right? Aiden O'Connell seems to be playing. I feel like the tank is in trouble, but then again, we
got a
seem to
super
be
chat.
down. Yeah. Oh, do we?
We do. There it is.
Hey.
Super Track. Chris for Raiders. The tank
The
is
tank
off. AP trying to save his job. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. The tank is still on. In my opinion, the tank is still on.
Can we just agree it's not a tank and we just suck that much?
I know. It's kind of what it
Yeah.
is. That's kind of the truth. The hard
Low-key,
reality,
man.
bro.
Low key, I think we're just not a good football team, bro. Like we're just not a
Yeah,
good football team.
offensively anyway. Our offense is just trash, bro. Yeah.
And AP does nothing to save his job off these last 3 weeks, bro.
At all.
To be honest, like in my
But I
opinion,
think the only thing he can do is not get his ass whooped.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think like still, it just you don't win anything by winning a game right now. That's nothing. And as an owner, bro, like this is how I continuously say it, right? Unless our owner is the Jets owner, our owner isn't stupid, bro. Like he's not dumb. He knows as much as we know. If you win a game, sure, it looks good. Like it feels good for the moment, but then like. I guarantee you, right after we win that game, an hour after the game, Mark is probably waking up in a cold sweat, like fuck.
No, he ain't, bro.
Why did we win that game? Like he think it's cool now until April, and now he gonna be like, all right, well shit, you was right.
Don't be hurt.
So
We win a
mean-
game. I'm gonna go look for Mark at PF Chang's and find out, man. I'm like, hey, Mark, are we cool or what?
it's your fault. It's fucking your fault. You put pressure on the man. So in reality, right? This is a great question that I love to ask. How should AP feel? I want to start with Turf, and then we go to Leo. How should he feel? Like realistically, like what is fair to say? Because it don't seem like he's getting a shot. It don't. You know what I mean? Realistically, and if we're just saying like, well, we know we got to punt this season to get, a quarterback,
Right.
then is he just a sacrificial lamb at the end of the day that is just, it's part of the game?
At this
So how
point,
do you feel? How should he feel?
at this point, that's what it actually boils down to, guys. Is that's what he is. He's a pawn. It feels unfair, and I don't know, man. He's the scapegoat. He's everything that you don't want to be. And it's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. It's that whole adage, man. Be careful what you wish for. And that's why I say everybody was so on board. Nobody was against this hire. We were all unified for once, for a while. And
not all of us, but the majority. Yeah.
The majority. And you're never going to get all. So that's why, majority is what you can hope for. And then bam. And we all know the facts. We know he didn't get anything he wanted that bad.
Yeah.
Right? So it's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah. Sacktown says we sound bad, man. Let us know. Hey, everybody else, let us know how we sound
Sacktown
right
said
now,
we sound bad.
That's what he
said.
He said
I can only hear rundown on the right speaker.
Oh, I don't know. That might be
that might be your issue right there. Only rundown on the right speaker.
I don't know what that got to do with the mic.
I never heard that.
Thank you.
Right, no, I heard Manny D said that too, right? Manny D. I can only hear rundown on the right speaker.
That's what I was reading. I was reading that. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Before we wait.
What happened?
We love Rebel up in here, right?
Oh yeah.
Ashton Genty at 7. I'd have to put the mic down for a little bit, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I'd put the mic down for a little bit.
I like that. Where do you see that at?
It's right here. I got it up. Ashton. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I will put this mic down for at least a month if we sit there and select a running back in the top 10, because there's no amount of screaming I'll be able to do on this mic that's gonna change.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying, like, bro? Like no amount of screaming. There's no way at the point that we are right now as a team. Yeah. To draft a running back top 10 is malpractice. It's malpractice.
Yeah.
Can't do that right now, bro. You can't do that. But Leo, how should AP feel, bro? How should he feel?
Honestly, bro, I think it's more the fans that are tired because of the record. But I don't see Marky Mark being so impulsive and getting him the fuck out of here that fast. Right. With the circumstances the way they were. As much as we're going to hate that, or some people are going to hate that, you got to think about it from the outside. Like, everything that happened, not having your QB, were you really going to only give this guy 1 year and it was playoffs or bust? Right. You know? Like, that shit just don't make sense as an owner when you're bringing in someone like that.
It
a
doesn't.
new head coach at that, right? Without your first choice at offensive coordinator, without, say, your best choice at quarterback, right? Your defense that was supposed to be your strength was fucking demolished by injuries. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense in that way. Yeah.
Now, I understand, right? Like, there are things he's not doing well, right?
Yes.
The game management is something that he will have to correct, right? He has to correct his game management.
When we were all like, well, what the fuck?
Right. So now let's ask this question, right? Let's ask this question, and let's be honestly objective, because before I start bringing up some comments that are gonna just start talking negatively, let's be objective. Game management is a problem, right?
Oh
yes.
Is that correctable? Can that be corrected?
Yeah,
can that be fixed?
That can be corrected. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny to think that coaches know everything, and think about what we saw yesterday on Thursday. How many of us fucking knew that shit about the free catch and the free kick shit?
Like, right. Yeah, not a lot of people.
Even the veteran coaches
on the
do it.
outside for you to say you should know all that.
Even the veteran coaches do it, bro. Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh got way more experience than our guy, but even they do it. So, I mean, well, how do you feel? How do you feel on that, Turf? How do you feel on that?
I mean, to be honest, it goes to show that he's green, and I get that 30 of the other 32 people didn't know it, but that's not an excuse. If anything, that just goes to show you more of the times today as opposed to in the past when a coach wouldn't be caught dead not knowing the rules no matter how deep the rules go. That's
100%. Do you think that AP's game management is something that's correctable? Do you think he can correct that, Turf?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to. I mean, The problem
Well,
that
because that's the question: if he's going to get rehired, right?
Right.
Like, it's like, all right,
and those
well,
things stop happening, right?
yeah, that's pretty much it. I just can't see this year 2 with a rookie quarterback and shit like that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do there? We can't have no Eberflus situation.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not knowing the clock and you just watching the shit. Like, so can that be corrected? Because there are some times this year, you can admit, you can point to, like Leo said, the challenge, and certain times you not using clock using, you know what I mean? Like, we got to be better than that. But are these things that you can be like, he can fix that? Like, he can fix that.
I think you can fix that with experience, you know, and how else are you going to get experience when those people out there doing that shit, bro?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, that's different to me than saying, like, you got an offensive guy and it's like his scheme is just so boxed in, or, you know what I mean? He has to have specific guys for this scheme and all that other shit. That really puts you in the hole, and whereas, like, well, how much better can you get if you're boxing your own players in with all this? Now, like, you know, with AP, it's not boxing the players in or none of that shit. It's just mainly like, we just got to get the game management shit right.
I think that was a frustrating part with McDaniels, was because of his scheme. I thought we were boxing a certain type of players.
Exactly.
And we were only running that scheme. I think that, to me, is the difference. Yeah.
I agree. We just boxed in, bro. Like, and so being objective, I think, you know, there could be an argument to say he's green too, like Turf said. Right. There's an argument to say he's green too. I mean, you were saying it last week. So what's the other side of the spectrum that we got to kind of look at?
I think for me is when the locker room is another huge part. If these players are out there and you see them quit on him, that would be a big difference to me. But the fact that they're still fighting, they're still crawling, you know, scratching, playing for this man, trying to get that dub, shows to me that he still has this team, you know, behind him.
I agree, and we're gonna talk about this a little bit. You know, there are some fans that are saying, like, we shouldn't care about that effort. Like, that doesn't matter. We're losing games
we
still.
talked about that.
Leo and I talked about it, and I want to get Turf's opinion though, because there are some guys I respect their opinion as well that are saying that. You know what I mean? It's not like I just don't respect their opinion. Like, I respect their opinion. But to me, I think that if we were the same fan base that was sitting here saying, oh my God, they don't want to play for McDaniels. Look at the effort that they display under McDaniels. Right. You could tell they don't want to be. We cannot now be the same fan base that says effort doesn't matter with AP. Who cares about effort? Like, bro, that's hypocritical to me, in my opinion.
Great point.
So how do you feel about that, Turf? Because people are saying that now, like, the effort doesn't matter because we're doing something.
Well, I disagree. The effort absolutely.
I'm gonna be right back.
It matters. It matters 100%. I mean,
Baby.
If you're not having effort now, I mean, what makes you think you're just going to do that overnight? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not something that happens. You need to consistently have something along those lines as far as the ability to show that type of consistency that the team can hang their hat on and count on. Because, see, again, that's part of the problem. That's why I'm telling everybody, be prepared for these 3 years, because it's going to take a minimum of that just to get the roster in order to even have a shot at, you know, maybe one or two of your stars going down, but still having the ability to move forward.
That's create important. That depth and have more of
that's super important.
No, and that part, I agree with that. But I mean, if we see the same shit next year, no.
Right. Oh yeah. No, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a wrap if we see the same. And that's the thing. The other thing that is a problem, if we see the same mistakes, right? That's the other thing. And he doesn't have, you know, that much to hang his hat on, because he's already put himself in a situation of saying, hey, I've made a lot of these decisions, if you will. So,
my bad. I had to let my sister in. But
Real Talk brings up a good point, though, about the effort, bro. Let me highlight it real quick.
Let's talk.
Are they playing for AP or their future in the NFL?
Exactly.
Both can look the same. And how do you determine which one it is?
Look, and this is where I am on that argument, bro. You're in the league. of course you're gonna play for your livelihood. You getting checks, you getting paid, you getting money. Like some of these dudes have weekly things that they spend money on, subscriptions, whatever the case. You feel what I'm saying? Like they have bills.
Massages,
You're not gonna get no NFL player that has bills, a family, a wife, or whatever the case, and he's not just gonna go out there. He's not gonna, play to the best of his ability, bro. That doesn't make no sense, right? Like these are grown. Like take football out of it. These are grown ass men. If you got a wife and child, what you gonna do to feed your wife and child? Exactly.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? So we're not gonna sit out there and do all that. But my thing is, at the same time, we got to stop acting like every player in the NFL want to win too. We got to stop that too, bro. Like not every player in the NFL wants to win. Some of them just want to look good. Some of them don't care that the record is very similar to the team that they just left. They just give a fuck that the stats is right. And you say what you're talking about. You say what you want, right? Like some don't care, bro. Like it is what it is. So in this instance right here, right? It can be I think it would be very clear we're 2-something. You can definitely tell who there for the bread and who's there for the love of the game. So I'm saying, like,
especially at 2-something. Oh, you see a lot. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, like the dude we just talked about, that's a dude right there that cares about just like, how do I look as far as my stats? How do I look after this? It's not really, I don't get like, he didn't give a fuck about AP. You could tell. Right? He didn't care. Like, he said it early on in the offseason to make it sound good, to make it look good, but he didn't really care, bro. Like, now the dudes on this team right now that are playing right now, whether it be practice squad or not, right? Practice squad or not. Yeah. They're playing, bro. They're playing.
They absolutely.
How do you feel about this, though? Look, so if the owner is down for the tank, the players will tank also. That explains all the L's we hiding behind the tank.
Leo, what we say a couple weeks ago, bro? What we say a couple weeks ago?
Because it was going back to that episode.
What we say a couple weeks ago, bro? What's understood is already explained, bro, from the top on down. Why the fuck you think in the fourth? Well, okay, let me stop. But either way, all right. Well, all I know is in the fourth quarter, all right.
Shit goes back.
It does. Well, hey, you want to know what else I've noticed? Well, I think I've noticed, and y'all probably not going to agree with me on this one. Because of the fact that I don't think y'all are as high on Sincere McCormick as I am, but I don't think that he's actually hurt to where he can't come back. I think it's they realize this kid is going to go off, and he might be a problem as far as hashtag SS. You put him out there with AOC, the line star Joe.
He might have a point.
I mean, you're going to have 100-yard.
He might have a point. I'm not going
to see. This is my thing. Well, this is my thing.
He might have a point.
This is what I'm trying to say, because why would he not allow himself to get back out there knowing he's playing for a spot?
Maybe because he's soft as poo. I don't know.
Maybe. There's only two scenarios,
unfair, bro.
There's only two scenarios that we can think about, right? There's only two scenarios that we can think about when it comes to Sincere. What Turf just said, I'm not gonna lie. What Turf just said, it does make sense, because at the end of the day,
why do you think Max just decided to go and
it's too many, it's too many motherfuckers out there. All right, it's too many motherfuckers out there. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. If you talking about we need one, and make no fucking mistake, we need one of them top 2 picks. I don't care what anybody tells me. Right. It's a need. It's a fucking need, because if you're not one of them top 2 picks, say hello to Dylan Gabriel, everybody. Say hello.
You have to give up capital to move up to 1 or 2.
Or you're going to have to give up capital, and we all know we're not in that position to do that right now. We all know
that would drive the fans even crazier.
So stop it. We can't do that.
The only reason I wouldn't agree with like what Madison, him, and Sincere, those are players that are 2 different fucking levels.
Well, because this is the thing.
He already has a history of getting hurt.
That's true.
He just came back from it. He finally has his chance. And now you're telling me now we're like, oh no, we're just going to hold him out because we see him being better? Like, no. That was Sincere, bro.
Well, see, this is the thing. Because Real Talk says 70% of the players on this roster may not be back next year if we tank. Let's keep it a beam. 805. 70% of these motherfuckers don't need to be back on this team next year. That's like, bro, like, let's keep it a beam.
35% of them do.
Bro, I can. There's a couple dudes on the roster. How many times have I told y'all, bro? They done been here for how many coaches, bro? At some point. At some point, you gotta look around and say, "Well, shit, it ain't the coaches."
Andre James.
These motherfuckers have been here how
Diablo,
long?
Andre James. Parham's gone on the list all of a sudden. Yeah.
And the next point, it's no coinky dink that, oh my God, you get a Raider player that's here, he starts, he's great, he's the greatest motherfucker we've ever seen since sliced bread. And then he goes somewhere else, and then this motherfucker doesn't even sniff the field. Don't even sniff the field. Bro, there's only a couple Raiders that have left us and have went and actually performed better. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they're Josh Jacobs is one, right? That's one. Okay, if you want to count Devontae Adams, if you want. But look at all the rest of them. What's Amik doing?
Right.
Let me know. And I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Oh, he plays on Detroit.
Right.
I've seen Detroit give up damn near 80 points in 2 weeks. Try again.
Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack.
You can say Khalil, but these are dudes that are like, those are dudes. Like we knew they were dudes, right? But it comes to like when you talk about motherfuckers like Amik Robertson or some other.
Alone, dog.
You feel me? I seen some people talk about John Simpson because they see John Simpson. I done seen John Simpson in like 3 teams in the past 3 years. So I mean, yeah, he's playing all right, but. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not nothing crazy to me. Like, I feel like we overvalue some dudes, to be honest with you.
We definitely do that as Raider fans. I know.
I just feel like we overvalue a lot of motherfuckers. Now, there are some guys that leave here and they get the ball. Like, they get the balling, right? 100% they get the balling. But it's like when people tell me like, oh man, we're gonna lose a lot of players if we tank. Well, what accolades do these players have? Right. What fucking playoff wins do we have here? I mean, at that point,
and that's fine losing players, but as long as we keep the right ones.
Right. There you go. Just keep the right ones. Now you can have certain discussions about who is the right person, who is not the right person. Right. We can all have that discussion. But as of right now, bro, for a team that has no playoff wins in the last 20-something years, oh yeah, bro, it don't matter. Just change it all up. Change it all up.
What? 2
Switch it all up.
Appearances in the fucking
switch it up.
Years.
It's not right. It's not working, bro. Look, whatever we're trying is not working. With these players that we tried right here, and all, I don't know who talked about it. It might have been Turf and I. We talked about this. Maybe.
About what?
Our players don't even know how to win games. They don't even know how to get to the playoffs.
They don't.
Oh, how to close them out and like.
They don't even know how. No, they don't know how to close teams out. They don't know how to get to the playoffs. They don't know how to play consistent winning football. Sad to say, not even our leader has done that. Right, and I'm not saying like in his career, like because Max in his career, he's the model of consistency. But I'm talking about if you're looking at just his wins-loss totals. Well, shit, he ain't got no playoff experience. He ain't really did nothing in the postseason, right? Like, so it's like we gotta get some guys that are at least accustomed to winning. Right. We don't even know what the fuck that feel like. To be honest with you,
we don't.
Nope.
We're young too. We're a young team.
Oh, we're very young.
Yeah, we're very young.
Very young.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're very young.
Yeah, you're right, Dixon. We haven't had the culture to win.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Dixon said, I don't want most of these players on this team.
One of y'all is driving me crazy.
What?
Okay.
That damn smoke detector. Somebody get that smoke detector taken care of. Somebody.
What smoke detector?
One of y'all.
I don't have a smoke detector.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, first of all, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. All right, you talking about he talking about he don't have a smoke detector
in my room.
Okay, I was about to say. So what you letting your nostrils do the detecting? What we doing?
Well, real talk, yeah. Because of my firefighting experience in the military, I can smell it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, girl, you got to get out there and do something, Leo. There's a fucking arsonist out here. All right, and
I've got home, and I tell him, hey, something burning. I smell something.
Do something, bro.
Yeah.
There's an arsonist out here in the West Side area, bro. If y'all know, you know. You got to fuck around, catch this motherfucker.
Jeff is in the building. New England Raiders.
What up, Santa?
Oh, man. Okay, so I want to go ahead and put this up right here. John B says, who predicted the tank and drafting Shador since last offseason, though? You know what's crazy? Most of, let's say, the national media pretty much suggested we were going to be ass cheeks. I mean, be honest with us.
We were talking shit about them.
Pretty much of the national media said we was going to be ass cheeks. I mean, it was pretty much most of us in here that was like, oh, yeah, bro, no, they're wrong. They're fucking wrong. Like, so that's on us, mother. That's not on most of it. Everybody was pretty much telling us that shit. And look at my man, Jeff, man. What up, Jeff?
He heard me say no fire, no smoke detector. He thought you were trying to give me a fine now.
I went to put my gear on. I thought there was a fire somewhere. I wasn't that smoke detector. Fix that shit.
Yo.
You heard it, right, Jeff? It's not just me, right, Jeff? I know I'm right.
Me nuts sitting there waiting to come in, and as soon as you said it, I'm like, I'm jumping in now.
I can hear it. I know I'm not going crazy, bro. I know this ain't a Kevin Samuels
at that age, though.
Hey, like I just said, for y'all that know who I'm talking about, I know this ain't a Kevin Samuels moment. Because I don't know if y'all realize what that means when it comes to Kevin Samuel and the smoke detector.
All I know is Jeff is probably the least likely suspect in here to have his smoke detector going on.
Exactly.
He probably has a smoke detector in the studio. You got one in the studio, Jeff?
Look at that. Even on my fire helmet when I was still on the job.
There
100%.
Man. That's 100%. Dope, bro. That's dope, man. So you actually were a real firefighter. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
Turnout gear.
Hey, Stacktown Mike, can I get a shout out for one of my dogs had surgery today? Torn ACL and loose. Shout out.
That's a tough one, man.
That's a tough one, brother.
That's tough, bro. Hey, number one, I hope everything's good.
Yeah, me too.
Some comedic relief though. I had no idea dogs had knees. No idea. Zero clue, bro. Zero clue. I had no idea the dogs had them type of knees like that, bro.
Right.
How do you think they move around, man?
But how do you do that as a dog?
My bad. Do you that?
How do you tear that as a dog, bro? Like, was he moving too quick? I think that's what it is, bro. I think that's what it must have been.
The Dodgers?
He was probably trying out for the Raiders.
Right.
No, real talk. The way this shit's going, bro. The way this shit's going, you just got to step foot on our field. You get fucking hurt. That's literally it. Hey, shout out to Joel, bro. He said Vegas had us winning 6 games, and a lot of us were mad as hell. We were.
We're way mad. All the way, bro.
We were mad. A lot of us, we was like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way we're only going to win 6 games. And yeah, here we are.
Yep.
Here we are. But, hey, yeah, real talk, man. Shout out to Sacktown Raider Mike. I hope everything's good with your dog, man.
Me. Oh, that was some business.
Yeah, because you're talking tonight. We hearing your conversation, and it's cutting through the dang conversation.
Oh man, I'm still trying to get people their jersey gifts for Christmas.
I understand.
Facts.
Facts. Leo, I was going to be nice, but as soon as you did that with the phone, guess what?
Oh, damn, what a jerk.
What's the score?
Jack, close your ears.
On the screen.
17-3.
17-3, yeah. Yeah, you guys should see it on the screen, man. I got
this game. What you call it? I'm not looking on YouTube, so I can't see it.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so let's continue. I like the conversation we have. Let's continue on a little bit. So we talking about the tanking, right? The tanking. Why some people don't think it makes sense. Why other people doesn't think it makes sense.
Right.
I think honestly, at the beginning of the year, the plan, right, is different. My guy, Chris, what's up? The plan is different, bro. Nobody cared at the beginning of the year. It's like win games, right? We're just gonna win games. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
You don't think about that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But you gotta, like, to me, where it all changed is where, like, ownership, everybody realized, like, this team's not doing anything. You feel what I'm saying? There's only 3-4 teams in the AFC that actually have a legitimate shot to win a Super Bowl. 3-4 teams. That's it. And if you cannot beat these 3-4 teams right here, or even have a shot to beat the other 3 that are left out of that, right, that are just going to the playoffs, then what's the point, bro? There's no point. We're
Yes.
not even in the top 7
But
of the
wait.
AFC.
I hear when you say
That
that.
system work. That system
But
work
at the
quick.
same time, you still gotta be a chance to be one of the top 8 to get in the playoff, right? And then you don't know what could happen. You can go on a run. So I wouldn't agree that unless you're one of the top 3 or 4, you should be tanking. Because once
But
you
see,
get in, you at least got a shot.
this is where I combat, right? This is where I combat. When the last time you done seen a Cinderella story like that in the NFL? When the last time a team that has no
Mahomes has been
quarterback
dominating, he fucked the Cinderellas up. Him and Brady.
Yeah, but a team that has no quarterback, right? Hella hurt. And now all of a sudden we go on this magical New York Giants run, like how they had with Eli Manning and all that.
The Giants, yeah.
But Eli Manning is everybody talking about Eli's going in the Hall of Fame. So then at this point, like
Yeah,
it's
because
like
he's a fucking Manning. That's why.
Well, I mean, he's got 2 chips too, bro.
got
I
two
mean,
chips.
They get that tip.
you act like those things just get passed out.
we don't have
Plunkett's
that,
got
bro.
2 of
Like
them and he ain't in.
to me,
Plunkett.
Oh, Plunk should have been in years ago.
in the modern NFL, and I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. Just to me, in the modern NFL, bro, like that don't. You feel what I'm saying? When you talk about, oh, we just have a cool mid quarterback, right? And like the closest team that's doing that is Pittsburgh. And look at Pittsburgh. Without George Pickens, that fucking offense looks terrible. I don't care what you tell me, bro. That offense looks garbage without George Pickens.
You don't like Bo Nix. He's mid.
No, I don't. No, I
Right?
don't.
Isn't Denver making a run with the mid quarterback?
That's because they have like the number 2 defense in the league, and I just heard
bro,
that's
they got the number 2 defense. But they're not going anywhere though. That's the next thing. Like they're gonna get bounced first round depending on who they fucking play.
Wild card game.
Like
True,
imagine if
but
they
then
had to
again,
play
we
like
know any
Baltimore.
given Sunday, you don't know what can happen.
Well, that's just it. You got Baltimore, who had Trent Dilfer when they won. Then you had not Dilfer.
Brad Johnson with Tampa.
Brad Jansen with Tampa. Dilfer with Tampa.
Go. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
What the hell's his name? Flacco with Baltimore. He wasn't doing.
Oh, but Flacco balled that year, though.
Flacco balled that year though. I don't know. He went stupid that year, bro. He went stupid that year.
I know some people aren't gonna agree with
That was the post OC firing. If you remember, he was crying and everything, and he got the OC fired, and then he started playing good. So
Yeah, if you're talking about Joe, yeah.
very beneficial.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but you look at Troy Aikman. He wasn't a statistic miracle. I mean, he
different
he
era.
put
But
up
yeah, I
great
get what you're
stats.
saying about Troy.
But he has some good receivers. He has some great receivers.
Yeah,
And
but
a
you know
decent
what though?
defense.
Like I'm looking at it from like a fantasy standpoint. How many times did he break 250 in a game? Not very often. You know, they were very far and few between.
Now-
But back then, not that many quarterbacks broke 300, though. Back then, 300 was like a
Well,
milestone.
back then he also had
In the modern era-
running game too.
It's all about the running back.
In the modern era, you got Kirk Cousins throwing 300 to people.
There's
thinking he's great.
only one guy who has led his team to a Super Bowl, and he's mid as shit. And I'm surprised none of y'all said this, and that's Nick Foles. Nick Foles is the only motherfucker that's done this in the modern era.
I disagree with that.
He didn't play the whole season. Though.
I agree
I
with you. Nick
disagree
Foles
with
was
that.
not.
Yeah.
Nick Foles is trash.
Trent Dilfer was mid. He actually wasn't even mid. Trent Dilfer.
Where is Nick
probably-
Foles right now?
You're right.
Where is Nick
Nick
Foles
Foles.
right now?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Is the backup
30-something years old. Yeah, I mean, he's
He's never been good. He was never good. We're taking that one game that he played against us that he threw the racist ass whatever the receiver was at that time, right? Whatever his damn name at the time, and now we equating to this man had a great career. No, he did not.
No, he did not.
Nick Foles was
I
booted.
didn't say he had a great career. I just didn't. I said at his peak he was not mid.
Carson Wentz was playing good. Sorry to interrupt, Turf.
No, you
Carson
good.
Wentz was playing good. But then he got injured. Nick Foles comes in. It wasn't about the offense. It was about that defense. Because they had,
It wasn't about the
He was
defense,
just a
though.
game manager. He was just a game
rotation
manager.
going on. And that
Stafford's
defense
not
was on
mid, bro.
point.
Stafford
Nick
is not
Foles
mid.
just
James
didn't
says
make
Stafford.
No, Stafford is not mid. Who said Stafford is mid?
He played the whole
James
season.
said
He
what about
played the whole
Stafford?
season.
Yeah. No.
No. Stafford's a Hall of Famer.
Stafford is absolutely a Hall of Fame.
Stafford's a Hall of Famer. Stop it.
Jesus
That
Christ.
first fucking
Yeah, stop
year.
it. No.
Yeah, there's no way.
Stafford got like Stafford as of right now.
Yeah.
He has like the top 5 arm talent in the league.
Yeah, he does.
Doctor, like as of right now, he got top 5 arm talent in the league. Matt Stafford is crazy,
Old
bro.
bastard, too.
Yeah, bro, Matt
He's
Stafford's
old.
wild. Bro.
He's
Matt Stafford's
old.
wild. So it's like to bring it back on our point of the quarterback. Okay, my thing is this. When I look at and we had this discussion hella last year. When I look at the AFC, bro, top 4 teams, we know good and damn well, bro, we're not beating them. Maybe on a good day, maybe if case in point.
Beat them.
But I was gonna tell you, case in point, Baltimore got to fuck up and allow us to beat them for us to beat them. Though, to be honest with you, bro, like they got to turn the ball over and have a horrid game for us against them. Now you look at the second tier. Can we beat the Texans consistently? Not really. Can we beat? You look at because technically Cincinnati's in the second tier because they don't have that many wins. We already saw how that shit went, so it don't even matter over there, bro. With that.
Right.
Keep going down, bro. Miami. We done lost to Miami already. I don't think they're that good, but we done lost. And now we sitting, we're not even the 8th. We're not one of the 8 best teams in the AFC. We're just not.
Oh, no, we're not.
We're just not. We damn near at the bottom of the AFC. I'm not even going to lie. We damn near at the bottom.
Correct.
So it's like, go ahead, Jeff.
Somebody asked me last night on the show that we did.
You're a little low.
And,
Smoke
oh my
detector.
God, there's that fucking beep again.
It's that smoke dog. I'm telling y'all, one of y'all.
I think it'll run
You
down.
know it is. It's gonna be.
It's gotta be.
Can't be Larry and Chris because it wasn't going on before they got in. So
He's waiting for it, too. It's like, there it was. I heard it.
No, you didn't. Trust me. We're gonna all hear
I
it.
know I'm messing with
We're
it.
gonna all hear it. It is loud as hell.
Later, James. Yeah.
Okay, it's not on my end. I had to make sure. That's why I was like, I had to make sure it wasn't on my end. I can't hear this shit though. It definitely ain't on my end.
it ain't
There it went.
hard
That was
drive,
it right
it's
there.
battery.
Like clockwork.
I'm leaving one
I know
headphone
my
on.
wife.
We gonna
My
figure it
wife
out.
is
We gonna figure
watching
it out.
this. She is rolling right now.
We gonna figure this shit out.
Because I'm telling
Yeah,
y'all,
there's
bro.
not one in here. So, yeah.
My boy Leo
Anyway,
living
last night
on the
somebody
wild
asked me
side.
the question, like, how do we compete in the NFC West? I mean, the AFC West alone. First of all, we gotta worry about our own division before we think about the other teams.
That's a fact. That's a
We
fact.
can't move
I
up
agree.
and finish in second or third in our division. We've got
Right,
no
right,
hope
right.
against the other teams in the conference. But you got to look at what's going forward with the rest. Those 3 teams in our division alone. You got 3 great coaches in there right now. Harbaugh's proven in the pros and in college, and he's proven it this year what he's done with that team.
Right.
Sean Payton comes over and he's turned that team around once he's got a quarterback that he can work with. Andy Reid and the Chiefs are the Chiefs. I mean, that team is going to be successful as long as Andy Reid and Mahomes are together.
Bingo.
You know, then you look at our situation. We've got a rookie head coach going up against 3 veteran coaches that have coached in Super Bowls, won some Super Bowls, have 2 really established quarterbacks, 1 rookie that's playing unbelievable, really, in all honesty. I don't think he's great, but for what they're doing, he's working, except for last night. That was great. You know, and then now we've got this complete black cloud of what we're doing with quarterback. You know, we've got AOC 12 in there right now. He's going to stop this week, and I think we've got a good shot of winning this because he's going to be in there. If this would have been Ritter, this would have been a loss all day long right from the get-go. Even if we put Bradley, even if we started Bradley, even
All right, my guy, James.
a loss. You know,
I don't think.
so it's like we got to get out of our own division first before we even think about what we can do in the conference.
But does having a better quarterback make us more competitive in our division, or the strength of our defense?
And this was my answer last night. In our division alone, our answer to, because we're not going to match up offensively to any one of those 3 teams. Let's face it. It's going to take us a while to match offensively. Where we have the upper hand is in the defense, because I think our defense could be better than any one of those 3 teams. We've got. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? You look at what we've got now and what we can do between the draft and free agency. We could do better we almost beat the Chiefs twice.
For
We played the Broncos good in the first half of both games. The Chargers, I'm chalking that first game up. It was game 1 of the season. I'm not even going to take that one into consideration because it was the first game. So we'll see what happens in the last game. But between injuries, Max being out, and a few other guys that are out, they're going to beat us. Let's put it this way: our defenses are going to match up with them.
They better shit the way they
But I
say.
think
They
our
better beat us.
defense can be built. Our defense can be built based on what we have in place now, and depending on who we re-sign that's on the roster right now, where we can be dominating on the defense in our conference. And as long as our defense holds these other teams to anywhere from 20 to 21 points, we've still got a shot of winning these games. We just can't go in there and let them blow us out.
Right.
You know? So that's where I think it starts for us to stop thinking about moving around in the AFC West is our defense. In all honesty, because our offense is going to take a few years before we're even competitive with like KC. Denver's only going to get better going forward at this rate. You know, Chargers too. They're going to get better as they go on too. You know,
So
we're
my
going
mic
in the
is
opposite
muted,
direction
and
right
the
now.
smoke detector went off, so it ain't me, fuckers.
I guess I'm gonna be. It ain't me. It ain't me. I can't hear
I
no
don't have
smoke
no smoke
detector.
detectors neither. My
But
stuff
and
is
even
all
if it is, and even
Mine
if
are
it
wired
is,
in.
it
I
is
don't
what
even
it-
have batteries.
Nah, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess it's the young me. I guess it's the young in me.
You
Them
want your
teams in
quarterback.
our-
You haven't had your quarterback, dog.
You
You keep seeing these teams get that guy, and you're like, where the fuck is mine?
These teams in our division don't fucking scare me, dog. I don't know why. I don't know why people be so fearful.
You know what else it is too, though, Rundown? Because of some of us that have been around too long, have seen us win without going to get a quarterback. No, I'm just being honest and upfront.
Oh, I know.
That's why they keep yearning for the
And-
Rich
and that-
Cannons and the
and that
dudes
messes
that
y'all
came
up right
in and
now.
swooped us in. Same thing for Plunkett. Plunkett
That's
wasn't
what messes y'all
ours.
up right now. That's
Yeah,
what messes
Plunkett
y'all
was
up right
not
now.
ours.
Because what you just said, Turf, is perfect, and that's what messes some of y'all up right now. Because some people fail to realize you can't do that no more. You really can't do that no more. Like
It's rare when that happens.
And the only way you can do that is if your organization has been stable for years, and you're able to be like, all right, bro, I can bring in fucking Sam Darnold off the street. And
The
then,
Rams did
you
it
know
with
what I'm saying?
Stafford,
Now
right?
you're playing good.
Stafford
But
came
you
from
know what?
another
I do
team
beg
and he
to
won the
defer.
Super Bowl.
I do beg to defer because look at what the Rams did, okay?
Yeah, but they have an
And they
amazing
got
fucking
Matthew
coach.
Stafford, but they already had
Yeah.
an offensive line and they had a defense in place. Now, my ideology is this, is that, hey, if we don't get the QB that we need and that we want and that we deserve, make the offense stout in every other position that we can, and then we can do the same thing. We just go ahead, pull in a very reputable QB,
Right, back.
and go from there because that's what we've always done.
And
We have
it
never
hasn't
had
worked.
a QB
Don't work,
that
bro.
we drafted, that we groomed, and then went on to win it. It's not in our DNA. It's not in our history.
But see, I think that
That needs to change.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead,
Let me
Chris.
say this.
Yeah, Chris, go
Let me
ahead.
say this. Let me say this. We need to get a QB that's going to bring in those offensive players. We're going to need a QB that, yeah, I want to play for this guy. Because another guy will come in. I'll sign James because I want to play with this guy. They need a running back. Oh, shit, they got him? Oh, yeah, I want to play with him. So they can do that play. The Reds, what they got was garbage. Who want to play what Garden Issue or AOC did? They don't know that. They have done nothing in the NFL. So you get Chris Sanders, Cam
Yeah, I
Ward,
guarantee you, T wouldn't have came if those were the options.
And let me add to.
You got teams that you got players that like, hey, I don't play for this team.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Let's add to what Chris is saying too, man. Hey, make no mistake. Nico Collins was there before CJ Stroud got there. Nobody
Right.
knew who the fuck Nico Collins was. All right, nobody knew. Let's keep it real. All right, Terry McLaurin, we knew a little bit about Terry McLaurin, but nobody really respected Terry McLaurin like they do now. Why is that?
It's true.
There's a reason, bro. Like the whole at this point, sometimes it's just if you get the right one, right? That one is going to elevate everybody else. Now all of a sudden we talk about Jacoby. Guess what? If you get the right quarterback, we're not talking about Jacoby like he a 1A or number 2 no more. You might be talking about this motherfucker different because he has an actual quarterback now. It's just the whole thing. Trey Tucker, all these other guys, bro. Like these are guys that can be made better with the right quarterback play. It just depends, right? You know what I mean? We see it
can get even better with a better quarterback,
bro. You like, and case in point, because I think recency bias has us forget this, right? Before Joe Burrow, what were the Bengals?
Oh yeah, they were just mid as fuck.
Nobody cared about the Bengals, dog. They were a laughing stock. Now, as of right now, you gotta sit and respect the Bengals. Why? There's only one dude that made it that way.
That was Burrow.
Burrow done made it to now. Like when you think about the Bengals now, it's respect. It's not no
Burrow's
more
record his first year too. Remember that?
It's respect and fear. People say like,
hey, I got a plan C.
because they got Burrow.
Come on, bro.
You guys tell me about this plan C. I got a plan C. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
The most things defense will worry about playing Cincinnati not because of T. Higgins, not because of Chase, because of Burrows and what he can do. Same thing with Buffalo. When they got when Buffalo got their quarterback, Buffalo was crap. When they got their quarterback, all teams started fearing.
And shout out to Just Another DJ, my guy. They did have AJ Green and Andy Dalton. Them two motherfuckers ain't holding the candle to Jamar Chase and Joe. They're not holding the candle to them two dudes, bro. Them two dudes is different.
They way different.
I got a memory that pops up every year around draft, and it's the year that Burrow got drafted, and he got drafted by Cincinnati. And my quote on Facebook was, "That poor kid's going to a shithole situation." And at the time, it was.
No, real talk.
And I felt bad for the kid. He's going to be stuck in purgatory in Cincinnati.
You're not lying, bro. Because Cincinnati's bad.
They made the right moves, and look at them now. Granted, the team still can't win to get out of their own way.
100%.
But
that offense is fucking fire.
He's excelled since he's been there. I mean, I was definitely wrong on that quote.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you tell me, Jeff, I mean, I know they're not winning right now, but if they make the playoffs this year, they probably
I would not want to play those motherfuckers.
Not the best.
If they make the playoffs,
I don't like those. Those come running teams that squeak in at the very end, but are
because they be getting hot at the end.
Those are the guys I don't want to play in the playoffs. Without a doubt. Because those are the guys that come in with wicked momentum. It's the teams where they've been playing great all season long, and then they start to get a little lackadaisical, especially when they get into the playoffs. They figure they've got it. And here comes this team like Cincinnati, and they just blow the doors off you because they can. They've got the talent to do it.
And the way he did it in his playoff run, the way he took those teams down, the way he beat Mahomes that year, remember? Like,
he's different. Oh, Burrow's different.
Now, hey, I want to mention my plan C for everybody, and just give me your opinion. Okay, this is my plan C.
If it includes an old quarterback, stop.
Include a 9-volt battery for somebody.
All right, because we got to
there it is. It just went off again.
The ACs, we got Harbaugh, we got Peyton, okay, and we going up against Reed. Throw the bag at Saban. Say, hey, come in here, Saban. And then we get the QB he wants. Yeah, Nick Saban. He's a legend, dude.
For us?
Not legends become pro legends. Remember
he's
that.
Not coming to that.
He's not a pro.
That boy Saban. To me, I think Saban's done. Yeah, Saban's done, bro.
Yeah.
He's done.
No.
If I was him, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take my legacy. Fuck that. Hell no.
And our team,
it don't make sense. It don't even make sense.
Fuck that.
But our organization,
we got the money. Potentially, we got the pick. We got a stout defense. Okay? We allow him to go ahead and cook. You can't tell me we can't turn it around. Come on now. You can't tell me.
I can tell you he won't probably turn it around.
First-time NFL head coach, right?
He tried it once. It worked.
He did try dysfunctional with somebody like him. I don't think he'd have the patience.
I wouldn't want Saban in the NFL.
He didn't have control like he did with the college boys. Like I said, people think NFL coaches and college coaches are the same. They're not. College coaches have all control of the team. NFL don't have, because you got grown men getting paid millions of dollars.
And when they do, they fuck it up. Remember Gruden had full control? Look what he did with our draft picks.
Yeah. So why would you come here and have no control of these grown-ass men?
Hey, shout out to one of our guys, man. He just asked a question. Joel E., he asked, if we ended, let's say, with the 6th overall pick, in order to draft Shador or Cam Ward? We need to trade 3 first-round picks. Would you do it? Well, hey man, go ahead buy you a
2 or 1? Oh, fuck.
go ahead buy you a T-Mac jersey from Arizona because it looked like we drafted a fucking wide receiver.
Agree?
We not getting no damn quarterback. Hey, get ready for and that leads me to my next question because I was going to ask all of you because this rumor has come out, it's surfaced, and we got to talk about it. Apparently, right, Shador is the universal number 1 pick throughout the building. All right, he's a number like throughout the building, numbered like universally. Everybody's in the building like, yeah, we want this dude. There's a couple that want Cam, but majority want Shador. But also,
Travis?
because they don't think they'll be in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you win a game, I don't know if you'll be in the Travis sweepstakes because New England, Jacksonville, all these other dudes, like they want Travis too, right? So it's like maybe not. Like for us in the first round, it's looking like it's quarterback or bust damn near. But if they don't get a quarterback, then they'll look at Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. Because Telesco is rumored, right? This is what I heard. It could change.
Yeah,
but
I heard it too.
He likes that motherfucker, bro. Like he really likes that motherfucker. Yeah. And I've known this about Telesco too. He liked them Oregon motherfuckers too, bro.
Herbert.
He is an Oregon fan. He likes he talked to Bo Nix last year. Now I didn't like Bo Nix. But it was said that last year he fucked with Bo Nix. Telesco liked Bo. So how would y'all feel with Dylan Gabriel, man? How would you feel?
I wouldn't mind Gabriel because I like him as a quarterback. To me, it would be where do we take him in the draft? If we're picking like up there where we're thinking we are and we take him there, I don't think he's rated that high where you have to take him that high. You know what I'm saying? I would defer to Jeff's plan. You address another need at that point, and if you can get Gabriel later because that's your boy, then I would be for that. Yeah.
And you'd be repairing him back with JPJ too.
100%. Well, oh no, I don't know because I think he was a transfer. Gabriel's a transfer. Yeah, Gabriel's a transfer. Now,
did he come in this year?
Yeah, he came in from Oklahoma. Nah, he came from Oklahoma last year.
I didn't know that.
I think he falls to the 4th round. That'd be too far for him.
So if he wins the national championship, this motherfucker's going 3rd round. Yeah, he's going 3rd round.
McCarthy. McCarthy went what?
He's going 3rd round.
Yeah, that's right. Gabriel is short.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me look at his measurables, bro.
He'll be lucky to be 6 feet. He'll be lucky.
He don't look like no 6 feet, bro. He don't look like no 6 feet.
I think he's less than 5'10". I think that's just put in there for the stats.
He don't look like no 6 feet, bro. Now I'll tell you what though, does the short argument kind of get thrown out the window just because of the past couple years? You've seen more and more shorter side quarterbacks have success, like.
If they can make the plays with their, like look at Kyler.
Kyler, Bryce Young.
He's kind of a enigma, he's kind of
Doug Flutie.
Right?
Russell Wilson, too.
Russell Wilson is short. The only difference with Russ is like
Brees was small.
He was 6'1". He was 6'1".
Russ got some stature to him though, so he kind of can take punishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a thicker.
He got some. Now Drew on the other hand, now that's a good one.
Super tall either, right?
Nah.
Steve Young. He wasn't a. He was shorter.
No,
than
I don't think
Montana.
so. No.
But they saying this motherfucker's 5'11". Damn.
I don't think he's 5'11".
So that means he's like 5'9".
He's like 5'10".
They always lie.
Yeah, they always go up.
They said I was 5'10". Yeah.
But at the same time, he's played a lot of football, bro. Like he's been in college since 2019. So that's a lot of ball being played. You know what I mean? And what everybody be saying about Bo Nix, they like, oh, you know, Bo Nix. Well, the reason he looks so good year one is because he's played a lot of goddamn college football. Like he's seen a lot of looks too.
That's why I don't see it as a bad thing because you've seen a lot of different.
No,
things,
it ain't a bad thing. But then you could also, like, on the other side of the argument with it is like how much is the ceiling too? His motherfucker being here for 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like
I would take Gabriel for one thing. Gabriel throws a lot of short passes. They always move the pocket.
That's the thing about Oregon too. Yeah.
Wait, hold on, man. All the yards he gets, all the pass yards he gets are yaks. Yards
That's true.
Catch. He throw 10-yard out, and the receiver or running back is running for 15, 30 yards after that. That's all.
Yeah, they
yards
said the
is.
same thing
The
about Knicks, though.
disrespect
Remember?
of the yards. Is
That's what he's
crazy.
doing right now, Leo. He's he not doing nothing different right now.
No.
Look at the
All
talent
Knicks
around
does
him.
is throw curls and goddamn
look at the-
screens. That's
Right.
it.
But look at the
No, I
talent
wouldn't.
around him. So one, you got to evaluate. We saw what took place with Bryce Young. Bryce Young is turning on. Okay, he's getting better gradually. But
He
when
is.
he was with Alabama, top tier talent, he looked like the piece. But
A
it
lot of
took
those
him
fools
time
do.
to adjust. There's that compliment: OC, QB coach, and the QB. So when it comes to this young man, Dylan Gabriel, he's got to be in the right system with the right coaches.
Oh,
100%.
100%. And that's why Tom likes
That's
him.
with anybody,
That's
though.
why Tom
That goes with
likes
any
him.
of these
Yeah, everybody.
QBs. Yeah.
I heard it's not just Tommy T who likes him either. It's
Telesco.
the other.
It's Telesco.
The other the other Tom liking too. I mean,
Brady?
both Toms like him. So
Yeah,
that's
Tom Brady.
Tom approves.
Thomas is
be
dude,
wrong.
bro. That's
both
Tom's
Toms
type.
like him.
Yeah, that's Tom's type, the cerebral type. He wants
100%.
somebody that can come
100%.
in and run an offense that actually has the IQ, regardless of the skill set.
To me, I think, just looking at the landscape
take
of
him
college
top 10,
football,
I see
bro,
that.
he is the third best quarterback in college football, bro. I don't know why motherfuckers are trying to say he's not. He
Because
is.
of his size, bro. They think it's
That
because
doesn't
of
matter,
Oregon.
dog. I've seen him beat all these other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you, and we don't care, but like I've seen him beat Ohio State and all these other
He ran
schools,
the
bro. Like,
table in the Big Ten.
he ran the table. What am I supposed to sit here and say, bro? Oh,
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm an Ohio State fan, and it wasn't him. He played good. He played exceptional. But the head coach, he did the right thing.
Dan
Towards
Lanning
the
is
end of the
nice.
game,
He is
coming
nice.
down, hear me out. He went ahead. He said, put 12 men on the field because there was a flaw. Ohio State was coming back to whoop their monkey behinds, but he was stout enough, and he called a chess move that ran a timeout. I ain't taking nothing away from Gabriel, but it was strategic. Congratulations to them. We get past Tennessee, and we're going to see the truth.
Y'all still
Now-
got your ass whipped up.
what?
Yeah.
What about?
And it hurt so good.
But
Where's
either way, like,
Michigan at? Chris, get in here.
I know, huh? We looking, bro. Like you look at the rest of the quarterback class, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and
Well, two of them went back, right? The dude from
two
Penn
of them
State's
went
not
back,
coming
bro.
out.
Like there is no agendas for some people to push.
Milroe's
Right?
going back. Yeah.
He should. I don't think he
So
should
where
come
you
out.
taking Milroe? Where you taking Jaden Milroe? Where you taking
I'm
him at?
I'm not.
You know what round? What round do you
Third
think
round.
he's deserving of?
Gabriel's a better
Bottom
prospect than
second,
Milroe.
top of the third,
Gabriel
in
was
that
better.
range.
He shouldn't come out, bro. Honestly,
You
like,
shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I think of what I keep going back to what Jeff. I be waking up in a cold sweat like we done drafted Travis Hunter. Fuck, cold sweat, bro.
I really got you last Friday night, didn't
No,
I?
I heard it because it makes sense, bro. Because if you don't get one of them top two dudes, what you're saying is 100% right, Jeff. There is no other quarterback in this first round that you gotta waste that first round pick on if it's not one of them top two dudes,
That's what I
bro.
was saying about Gabriel.
You can't do that.
Not in the first round. Yeah.
You cannot do that, bro. You cannot the
No,
way we
that's
are.
what I said.
Yep, 100%. Now
But
tell
you
me this,
remember what
Jeff.
happened last year, though, bro? We said that about all the other quarterbacks besides Caleb and Daniels, and people still took them in the first round.
Yeah,
This
because
ain't
teams
this.
were
This
super
definitely
desperate
not last year though. Yeah, this
Yeah.
definitely not last year. I mean, you could definitely just after the top two, it's like Kenny Pickett vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that at all.
Even that homeboy from New England, what's his name? That turf hated.
Oh well, Turf is the only
Drake
one, bro.
May.
We all knew.
Drake
Yeah, we
May.
all knew.
Drake
We
May.
all knew. He
Drake
was the
May.
only one.
I didn't hate him. I
Drake.
just thought he turned out to be Trubisky.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Trubisky's what you call
That'll be
him.
Bo
Right.
Nix. Don't worry about that.
Hey,
That'll be Bo
shout
Nix.
out to
Man,
Arnie. Shout out to Arnie Garza. He's got a good one for us. Coupon Tom is separating himself from AP. Your thoughts? I actually agree with it. I agree with that. I do. I actually, yeah, I feel the same sentiment as far as what he's saying, but I don't know if it could be.
I get it, but I'm not
completely
mad because
opposite of what one might think, right? That's why I'm saying, what are your thoughts on that? because that is the way it looks, right? I feel what he's saying, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one.
No. I feel it, but I'm not mad at it because I like that there's a division between the GM and the coach. They're not fucking together. They're going to work together, but one ain't here because of me. No more Ziegler and McDaniels. No more Mayock and Gruden. You know? Like, I like that division between the two.
They're two
which is
separate
why I like
entities.
what Mark said about how each one will be evaluated individually. You know? I like that
I
part.
hope like it's not intentional, and then we can go across the line. Just me, like first hearing it, I'm just hoping Tom isn't like, oh yeah, look what AP's doing. You know,
Yeah, that's the only
he might
part I
not be.
wouldn't like
Because
that.
if you're doing that, Tom, oh no, we on your ass. We on your ass. Because number one, bro, I've been quiet, but let's be real, bro. The team ain't got no motherfucking depth. Whose job is that?
That's it.
Whose job is that? So we've all held our tongues, right? Because everybody want to get on AP and say all that. But guess what? If Telesco start coming out his mouth and like, oh, don't look at me. Oh no, you part of it too. That's why I keep saying you guys got to cut ship. Do it the whole thing, bro.
Quarterback or running back. That was on
if you're gonna fire the coach, bro, fire the GM and get both. And get both in the offseason and let's start fresh how we supposed to, dog. I don't like that whole
draft, though, so I would have a hard time
But you know
firing
what?
him.
That's why I bring in Champ Kelly. I just go ahead and write it. Okay, Champ, go ahead. You got the reins. Let's run with it. And then go ahead and we're going to look for the HC that we need. And of course,
I think they
moved.
They didn't pick Champ for a reason, though, because they had that opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was green. He was a rookie. You had too many green
That's what I'm
rookie
saying.
people.
You don't want a rookie GM and a
Too
rookie
many
head
rookie
coach.
people.
Fuck.
Too many rookie people.
Yeah.
That's true. How you feel, Jeff? You feel like Telesco's separating himself?
It seems like it. Everything I'm starting to read about it, it seems like he's kind of protecting himself, I think, keeping himself distant from AP because AP's on the hot seat no matter what. I mean,
Well, yeah. When
the
you
first
chew
person
and
that's going to be
fucking
gone from the organization is going to be the head coach if someone goes. So you want to be in the same breath as AP if they're talking that he might possibly go. I don't want to be the guy where if I'm Telesco, I don't want people saying, well, we should be really thinking about changing this regime and we'll start with the head coach and the GM. It's like.
Yeah,
I mean, you would save your ass.
I think
100%.
Telesco gets an automatic pass this year just because of when was the last time we hit on our first 3 picks in a draft?
Yeah,
like
big
this,
for him.
where all
That
three
is,
of
if
them are
no one
both
hits in
starters.
their first 3 picks. That's
No,
You know what?
And they're all
His downfall
starters.
was Minshew. That's the one thing. He
I
went
don't
with
think that was
Minshew.
him, to be
So,
honest with you. I
that's gotta
really
be a little
don't.
nit. I ain't
So
saying
who was it if it
everyone-
wasn't Tom?
He's good, but who selected Minshew? Who wanted
Yeah,
Minshew?
that would be my fucking
Good question.
Who picked
That is a good
motherfucker?
question. That's a great question.
Can I say this? I think I might be the only one on this side, and that's fine. But me personally, I feel like if you fire AP, bro, you should fire Telesco too.
Yeah.
Because how many times have you said, right? Like just bear with me for a little bit. A lot of people in the NFL say like it never really works when you don't hire your GM and your head coach together. Right. And then at that point, they know what's going on. It never really works when you have one guy that's from a past regime and then a new guy comes in and then the philosophy is different. And
They
then
need to have a chemistry. They need to have a working. That's why I was like, I actually disagree with the whole not having Ziegler and McNair. I think that's what
exactly.
you need. I think
But
you
see,
need,
that's
because
my
you got to
thing.
trust each other too, right? You got to remember
I
it's
don't
a
like
trust
that,
factor.
bro.
It's a lot of things that go in, hand in hand when it
100%.
comes to
100%. Me personally, I don't like that. I feel like if you're gonna fire, start clean, bro. Do the whole shit clean, and let's just get it all because now, right? You run the risk of saying next year, oh well, shit, it's not the coach, it's fucking Telesco. Well, now we back to square one.
Yeah,
You
but
feel
I don't
what I'm
want
saying?
Telesco
That's
picking the
square-
coach, bro. We saw what he did at the Chargers.
No, I'm saying like you run the risk of like next year, like say we're not good next year, right? Say we don't start off good. Well, then at that point, you just got a new
We're not
coach. So
going
what
to
you
be
gonna
good next year,
We're not exactly,
yeah.
but that's
No,
the
but I'm
thing.
saying
I
like,
mean,
no,
we're not
check
going
this
to be
out.
good.
But I'm not saying we're not gonna be no 2-something. I don't think we're gonna
I
be no
hope
2-something
not.
next
We'll
year.
probably be 5. We'll
I'll take 6 or something. I don't care about that.
6 and 6 to 7 games.
3
I'll
wins.
take that. I'll
6
take
and
that.
11,
But
5 and 12.
I'll take that, to be honest with you. But still,
take
bro,
us
like
10
if
years.
we
We're
don't
gonna
do
win
that,
one
then
extra
who's
game
the
a
next person that you're looking at, though, right?
Right.
Like, but say if we are 2-something, you're not looking at the newly acquired head coach you just fucking got, and you're like, oh well, because guess what? If it's Ben Johnson, I guarantee you some of these motherfuckers up here are gonna be like, well, Ben Johnson don't have nothing. No, he didn't give Ben Johnson anything. What is he supposed to work with?
Yeah.
When that's kind of what we're saying right now, ain't it? But either
It
way,
is,
it
right?
doesn't fucking
That's
matter,
what we are
right?
saying right now.
Either way,
Exactly
bro,
what
I'm just like, you run the risk of next year now, like if we don't start right and it's a new coach, now you're saying, well, it's not the new coach fault. It's the GM fault. And now guess what? Now we got to go hire another GM, but that's step one all over again, dog. Like,
Bro, we back to
square
the
one.
starting, and then guess what? Your whole roster, any kind of work that you thought you did as far as
it out the
building
window,
any
bro.
kind, it's gone.
I
Throw it out.
It's not going to be the people that next regime wants, and you're back
Then
to
we go
square
from a
one.
3-year plan to
Right
the
back to
5 fucking 6-year plan.
Bro,
Remember
So, conventional wisdom.
so let's go.
Conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom tells me, hypothetical, I'm the owner of the team. I ain't hiring no coach. I'm going to go ahead and hire the GM. GM is going to be experienced, insightful, reputable, and hey, run with the thing. We also got Tom Brady. Tom Brady, right there. They doing their thing.
But if you look at it, Telesco still get opportunity because he's coming to a team that's none of his players. He has a draft, he has a sign free agent, so he kind of built that.
Yeah.
So if you don't build up the next 2 years, out the door you go. Okay, as a coach, whatever. If he gone, okay, let him go. Get somebody else. But the GM has to build his players. What players he thinks fits the scheme of the team.
100%.
You're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
So,
This comment right here made me so goddamn happy. This is how I know we are finding the right audience. And my man says right here, Joel, he says Ben Johnson would be dumb. Why would we go from rookie head coach to rookie head coach?
I've been saying that from day one. So
Turf, they don't. All of us on here have said this collectively, one way or another. We've said this, but they don't like listening to us because when you don't want the young hot shot shit, right? All of a sudden, you don't know what you're talking about. Right? When you got a dude like Mike Vrabel who's sitting right out there, who didn't get fired because he was bad at his job.
Right.
He didn't get fired because of that, bro. He got fired because the front office is incompetent in Tennessee, bro.
They were scared of the guy. They were actually really scared of the guy.
I'm starting to hear rumors now that he wants to come back. He wants to come and coach for New England if they let go of Mayo.
But they just hired their coach last year, though.
See, dog.
Yeah, didn't we just do that too? And I was still talking about getting rid of Oz too.
Yeah.
But hey, this is another rumor. Vrabel is interested in Ohio State or the other way around. Ohio State is interested in Vrabel. If Ryan Day loses the first round, hey,
No,
his
we're
head
using
could
Vrabel.
possibly
There he goes.
roll, and they probably pull up Vrabel. He's off
Ohio
the
State
table
losing.
for us.
That's it. We're done, y'all.
Yep.
He said, well, there it is. Hey,
I think the only negative I have to say about Telesco, in all honesty, is before the trade deadline, didn't do anything.
why would he?
And the Devontae Adams thing, that doesn't count. Because
Who said that?
That's a
Smartest
player-
motherfucker. Who said that? Don't do that?
That's a player that just didn't want to be here. And
But what
that
do you
was
mean
an
do?
easy
Like, what
move.
did you want Telesco to do?
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
need.
we're
Something.
losing.
Try and make.
I was
try and
happy
make
he
some
did.
moves.
No,
Like, bring someone in or get rid of
Save the money. Move
No,
forward.
bring depth.
Why?
in.
Why do anything?
Bring depth.
Oh.
Guess what,
Bring
Jeff?
offensive line.
The only move that was rumored that Telesco wanted to make was trade for Mike Williams. I am so glad he did not do that. I'm 100%
from
glad he
Chicago?
didn't do that, bro.
Yeah.
We did not need no Mike Williams.
Yeah,
at
Mike
all,
Williams.
bro.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Come
I
on,
mean,
Turf. It's a 1-year deal, though. It's a
right.
1-year deal.
No, I agree.
Like,
I'm just thinking in terms of, we need
You
some
would have had a
height.
receiver
we
that
need-
can
We
actually
need,
get on the
we need some
transfer.
height, bro. And he's a big one. He's a big one.
You would have had a
Man, after
motherfucker
this
actually
year,
been able to
he
get on
was
the
high and
ride. Come on,
dry.
man.
Must be this tall to play wide receiver in the NFL.
Raiders over here like, what?
Who's he talking about? He need an adult wide receiver. Who said that?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He was too tall to be a lollipop. Man. He couldn't be.
Yeah, that was me, the lollipop gilded receiver.
First
He couldn't.
of
Too
all
tall.
right. Number one, we're going through the chat real quick because we getting that time. But
There's plenty of them.
John B says, if Telesco passes on Shador, all hell breaks loose. I will be at the fucking stadium if he passes on Shador, bro.
That'll be a problem.
That
won't happen.
Burn it down.
I'll send everybody the location, right? And we're meeting at the stadium. We're meeting at the stadium, and we're gonna burn this shit down. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it, bro.
I'm gonna have to pull up the fire scanner rap for Green Bay, Wisconsin, and listen to the police and fire.
Listen to it, bro. Listen to it, bro.
Quick, call for backup. The Raider fans are rioting.
Hey, all I need is some cheap matches and Mad Dog 2020. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make this shit happen, regardless of it, bro. I'm not. We can't pass on no damn quarterback, bro. If he does that, and we have all autonomy to select the guy, yeah, bro, we're gonna burn that shit down.
I'm the only fucker around here that's not gonna be upset.
we'll burn this shit down.
Wait,
I'll be ready.
If it wasn't Sanders, what if he picked Ward? Would you still be upset?
Oh, then I'm okay. Then I'll come out here and I'll be happy. I'll be straight. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's. I just want one of the two. I just want one of the two quarterbacks. If we pick Ward, I'll be like, you know what? It's not who I initially wanted, but I'm fine with it nonetheless because I like his talent, right? Like he has good talent. Now,
I agree.
Yours?
If I had to pick between the two, I would. If somebody had a gun to my head and said you need to pick one of these quarterbacks, Ward, split second, Ward. I don't know. There's just something about Sanders I just don't think is going to be a good fit for this team. But again, it all doesn't matter until we know what's going on with the head coach.
What is it that you think? What is it like? What do you honestly like? Really think like? What is it as far as his skill set that you think he's not going to be a good fit? And what would make
it's a mixture of? I think it's a mixture of the conference he's in, the talent he's played, and I think what also makes him is Hunter. Without Hunter, would he be as good as he is? You know, that's
let me tell you one thing about
everybody's like, well, he's got a shitty offensive line, so I'm like, well, that's not helping any. You know.
Yeah, he's the most tackled quarterback in NCAA history, so I don't know why. That's why I'm like, it's like if you looking for somebody to come in with, balls of steel, all these things, the intangibles of pro offense, reading the progressions.
That is, you got a super chat.
Yeah, that's exactly who he is.
Another super.
Zach Tom Raider in the building.
It's like me, we're in purgatory. We don't know which way we're going. I mean, it's only going to be purgatory, Sacktown, if we don't get this shit right this year. If we don't get this shit right, it's purgatory. It's over. But to Jeff's point, this is where, to me, right? And I don't know how much you've watched of Shador tape or whatever the case, but I think
I've actually watched him more than anyone else.
Oh, really? Okay. But Leo can attest. He can tell me what game it was, bro. I forgot which game. I think it was the one they played Kansas, and Buddy took Shador's knees out. Yeah, and when he came back that next throw and threw a 30-yard dot, bro, that's it. That's league shit right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I get everybody looks at Cam and he does have that mental makeup. Like, if you just listen to Cam talk, you're like, oh yeah, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's no doubt in my mind he pushed the work in. He could get his teammates to follow him, of course. But, bro, I've seen Shador get his ass whooped in games.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Whooped and still stand up and dot after dot after dot after, like, bro, and the shit, the pressure don't affect him. I've seen him get like legit killed in games, and he still stays same shit. You know what I mean? Like that right there to me, invaluable.
I think my biggest issue is the fact of grabbing someone in the first round. Primarily, it would be a quarterback that would be doing this,
right? And
having him sit for a full year. That's how I think of it. I'm thinking of it. It's almost like wasted value with that, especially if we have the number one pick and we pick him or Ward, either one of them. It's almost like you're losing that talent. You're drafting such a high equity pick or high value pick, and you're not getting anything for him. Yeah, you might pan out in the future.
It's exactly what we did with Tyree Wilson. It's the exact same scenario.
Tyree was hurt though,
but he's just not.
It's the same thing though. It doesn't matter. He didn't.
No, I get what you're saying.
He didn't expect to play, and we were hurt for not getting talent at that point because obviously Jaden Carlin I mean,
Oh my
Jaden.
God! If we
I
would
mean,
have
but
Connor,
everybody
we-
would
we'd
say,
be-
right, like when you look at the sitting of the positions, you would say obviously like it's way more valuable to sit a quarterback than it is to sit that D end, of course, because
Yeah.
you're like the payoff from getting that quarterback to sit and learn is
Right. A lot
way
higher.
more than it could be from getting a D end to sit and learn. Like who gives a shit what he learns? You feel what I'm saying? Honestly, a
Like,
D
get the
end don't really
quarterback.
need to get yeah.
That-
A D
that's
end don't
why
really need to get there.
I don't have a problem if we
we
grab
got-
a quarterback in the second round and he sits. I'm fine with that.
But what if he doesn't
Because
sit a
the-
full season? What if it's like half the season?
Well, there's
Yeah,
the
so
season
if
he's
he
playing
sits
to
half
that
the
point.
season, but if he sits half the season and then we put him in the game and he just gets wrecked and it's complete trash out there, then what's going to happen? You're automatically going to have fans going, "Why did we waste our pick on him?" Because you know how fans are. Why did we waste our pick on him? That
Well-
was a bad pick. Look at what's going on. The
Well-
coach needs to be fired again. All this
The
shit's going to
fans-
start all over again. So a year from
know
now,
what,
we're going to
Jeff?
be sitting there going,
They
Now
fans
what do we
want
do?
the fans want instant gratification all the time.
That's a
Right.
fact.
They want
Well,
to
it's
say,
unfortunate.
we want to get playoffs, one Super Bowl. You know, like Houston last year. That was awesome. They did something that really what you supposed like do.
Nobody thought, bro.
Yeah, and everybody thinks you can just do that again, though. That's the fucked
first,
up
Nah,
part.
you can.
first piece, it cool.
Oh, yeah.
And that's take about years.
kids playing Call of Duty again.
So we want instant
Real talk.
gratification. So
And so, I'll leave it at this right here, and I'll leave it right this right here, and I gotta go look at my sister real quick. But we talking about a lot of this, the instant gratification, right? And is it a wasted pick? But honestly, I think it's only a wasted pick if the quarterback ends up not becoming a franchise guy, right? Like and. The last thing I'll say, we have two examples that we can pull from this year to really look and say, how do we want to handle really a lot of examples. You got 3 examples this year of four of how you want to look at quarterbacks and how you want to deal with your rookies. You look at the Bears situation. He played game 1. Right. But everybody thought that I even thought that coach wasn't right for that quarterback. That's what it wasn't a right fit, bro. That coach was not a right fit for that quarterback. So now you see that's going to be tricky. You look at the Patriots situation. What Leo just said, the Patriots did. You feel me?
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett was playing all like 6-7 weeks before Drake May got in there. But then when Drake May got in there, they're still losing, right? But the difference is when Drake May got in there, and Turf could probably vouch because his homeboy Spence, he can probably tell. Now they're losing, but it's not the same. It's like, well, he's showing promise.
They love Drake May up
You
there.
feel me?
He's
Like,
gaining that
yeah,
experience too.
yeah, he's showing promise. He's getting experience. So, we can take a couple L's or whatever because we got the franchise. Now, the last example we can look at this Sunday with the Falcons. How does that work?
Penix,
What do you do with that? You feel what I'm saying? Because now this man is coming in at a crucial. Like if they lose this game, bro, they're not going to the playoffs. It's over.
Yeah.
You just like so. This is very crucial to put your rookie quarterback in this situation. Like this is a dire situation. So them 3, situations. You can look at Bo Nix too, but them 3 situations, right? Those are real, flip-floppers right there. How do you handle this quarterback situation, right? And then, or you might have a Jaden Daniels or a Bo Nix situation where you play these motherfuckers from day one and they're the guy. You know what I mean? You just don't know. You just have zero clue.
Bo Nix started, right?
Day one, yeah, he started day one.
Okay.
You started day one. So
Well, you're also
out of all the
talking
dudes,
You're also talking different situations with some of these players.
Oh
too.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
like
100.
Washington was ready for him when they drafted him. They were ready for Jaden Daniels. They had the pieces in place. In all honesty,
I don't know because what's his name? Nah, because what was the quarterback last year? Howell.
Oh.
Sam
Oh,
Howell
Howell.
got
Sam
killed
Howell.
last year. Yeah, he was like the most sacked quarterback last year. Their offensive line was garbage, and I just don't. Is it the quarterback? Or is it the coaches and scheme, right? Because obviously the Commanders changed scheme and coaches. So is it that? Like, what is it?
Hey,
they brought in an OC that knows how to use the guy's talent.
Hey, Rundown, can we take a moment and pause all that Rourke top pick shit? Because he just got his ass whooped by Notre Dame on national television.
I'm gonna let Chris go, and I'm about to dip out real quick. Just know, all of us in Raider Nation, we trust your own analysis. There were people really trying to tell you that Curtis Rourke was a first round pick, right? They was trying to tell you we should take Curtis from Indiana. Jackson Dart, right? That's the guy. Stop it, bro. Yeah. Stop it. Thank you, Chris. That's the exact question. Why?
On Notre Dame.
Why? Right? People were telling us about
Carson
Carson
y'all
Beck.
lost your parlays, fuckers.
They were telling us about Carson Beck, and Carson Beck can't even find his way to a playoff game. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
That was a nice pass just now for that touchdown.
Yeah. Man, bro, how far?
Which one?
Carson Beck without Vlad McConkey and Bowers, it's over.
Oh, Carson Beck? Absolutely, yeah.
That kind of proves how good of a player Brock Bowers really is, to be honest. Because, watching Georgia's offense, bro, this year, I'm like, that motherfucker was the whole offense last year.
Yeah,
Brock Bowers was the whole offense.
Right.
That's literally it.
No.
It's not even the same this year, bro.
Don't ever say Riley Leonard in the first round. No.
Hey, you just gave Leo a heart attack, bro.
If you want Catholic Tim Tebow, then yes, but no, because that's what he is.
He's coming out this year?
I don't think he comes out this year.
Who, Riley Leonard?
This year?
It wouldn't make sense.
He can, but I don't think he will. Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Chris,
Riley
we can't
Leonard
see you,
and,
FYI, Chris. I don't know if you know that or not. Y'all can see Chris?
Yeah, I can see
I
Chris.
see him with no problem.
Yeah, I see that.
No, I only see us five.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Looking right at him.
Yeah, I'm looking
doing
right
this
at
with
him.
his hand right now.
I see Chris plain as day.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
facts. I see him.
We got director issues, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Hey,
Now I see him
real
on
talk,
live.
though,
Yeah, I just
if you looking at the class, bro, if you're looking at the class this year, from all the dudes that went back, and I know we've been talking about it for a minute, but just all the guys that went back to school, we can't afford to. This ain't the year. Here we can afford to not pick one of the top two, bro. Like. Now, if Ewers goes back to school, if Beck goes back to school, and if Jalen Milroe goes back to school, what does this quarterback class look like?
Yeah, I know. I think Milroe said he was going back.
Drew Aller's going back.
Milroe said he's going back?
I think so. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Milroe? The Alabama quarterback?
Milroe's talking about he's thinking about going back. He's thinking about going back to school. So if all them guys go back, bro, like what is this class made of? This class ain't shit. Even the only other guy I could have thought would be like maybe in the mix is that dude from LSU. What's his motherfucking name? Nussmeier.
Oh, him? You like him?
Yeah.
He's going back to school, bro. He's going back to school. He's not going to come out until next year, which is a very smart decision for him. He does not need to come out this year.
I agree.
But this class is weak, bro. It's weak.
It is weak.
It's trash. There's nothing unless you want to say we want to select another D lineman, which is probably what's going to happen if you don't take a quarterback this year.
Right.
Like that's what to me because you're probably not going to get no Travis Hunter if you win 2 games, bro. You sitting there like
you're not getting Travis.
Oh,
Nah,
we
you
win
sitting
2
there
games.
like-
We're not getting Travis.
Nah, you sitting there like the 8th pick in the draft, bro. At that point, what's Chris's guy from Michigan, the D line?
Right.
No, the defensive back. You mean?
Right.
Mason
I know
Graham.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
him too.
Yeah.
Him too.
Will Johnson?
Either
Is that
Will
his name?
Johnson or Mason
Yeah.
Graham. You go
Right.
ahead and have fun. You feel? 'Cause that's what we gonna get. At
I
8.
fucks with the Will Johnson though.
I do like Will Johnson. I like me some Will Johnson.
Yeah. Here's a good question.
Okay.
Which quarterback in the college playoff will rise his stock in the draft?
Hey, Chris got a question real quick. I'm gonna let y'all know because y'all can't hear him.
Right. No, I can hear him. I just can't see him.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear him. What was the question? I don't hear it.
I got you.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because he. Yeah. One. Yeah, so Chris is saying, like, there are people saying, why don't we just wait till next year, get our quarterback next year? It'll happen at. I think at that point, I don't think that. Number one, you impatient Raider fans, you really think you can take another season of this? What you want? You want another
Or
season of
even
this?
wait 2 years for Archie.
Because some of you want Archie, and guess what, bro? You're going to have to probably be worse than this to
Right?
get Archie. You gonna have to, we talking about Detroit Lions bad.
Right.
0-16 bad. You probably gonna have to be to do that, bro. So it's like, come on now. Like, is that what you want? You want another 2 years of this? I don't. I'm sorry, I don't want to do this, bro.
No.
I'd rather take the swing, and if it don't work, so be it.
Right. Yep.
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back.
27-3.
Yeah.
Bring on the Bulldogs.
We finally lost Chris. Yeah, I couldn't see him for a long time.
I couldn't see him either. That's why when they were saying
I
he's
was
here,
seeing
I was
him
like,
all
I
the
don't
whole
see him.
time.
I didn't. He's
Did
back.
you? That's so weird.
Yeah, I think y'all were just looking at the wrong thing.
Maybe they were looking at the YouTube one
back
instead
now.
of the. Yeah?
He's back.
I'm looking at the VDO one. That's where I've been looking the whole
That's
time.
crazy. There he is. What up, Chris?
Yeah, he's back.
Hey, what's up, Leo?
Let me get a what? Let's
Yeah,
go Irish real
I
quick.
reset to see what happened.
Yeah, much
Okay.
better. Much better. You can hear me much
Good.
better too as well.
Oh,
yeah.
clear too.
Oh, I
yeah.
see myself. I see myself now. YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's much better.
Yeah, I reset it.
Yep.
You know, keep the kids off this new ball game they playing. Like, okay, you guys gotta go.
Just Raiders.
So
Hey,
this
what
is a
up,
good
bro?
question.
Just Raiders baby in the house. My boy
Yeah, this
Jay.
is a good question. Yeah, pull up, Jay. Pull up, man.
No, I think he's driving. He's gonna be heading
Oh,
to Vegas.
you driving? Okay.
Yeah, he's on his way to
They run.
Vegas.
They run leave. I don't see him.
Yeah, he'll be
Oh,
back.
he was gonna go get some real quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be
Oh,
back.
okay.
I think he went to the
Yeah.
store to buy a 9-volt
touch
battery
on
because
what-
if you listen, I don't hear it going off right now.
That's because it's him. I told y'all it was him. I knew it was him. I knew
That's
it
what
was
I'm
him.
Process of elimination.
Exactly.
Before we pulled up, me and Johnny was in the room waiting for you guys to pull us up. He asked me a very interesting question.
Yeah.
He said, "Who's my pick, Cam Ward or Sanders?" And the reason I gave two good reasons. I would take Sanders. One thing that Johnny said to me that Cam Ward is more down to business, a lunch pill quarterback, which is good. But I said the Raiders need flash. Sanders might be flashing. We need that flash. We need that flash in our system. We need somebody to be flashing. We need somebody to bring up the crowd. We need somebody like, hey, do this. I think we need that. We don't have that in the Raider Nation. We don't have that one player that just not like an AB,
Right.
but like you know what I'm saying, a face of the nation besides Max Crosby. We need somebody to
But
bring
on the
the flash
offensive
back.
side, we don't have one. Yeah.
Right. We don't.
No,
Well, Bowers,
No,
but
good
yeah.
point.
Mhm.
well, Bowers is a quiet guy.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
quiet.
he's not. Yeah, he's a silent.
It's not
leader.
flashy. Yeah, he's a lunch field player.
Yeah,
Correct.
That's what he is. We get Cam Ward, another lunch field player. Then we get points, but it's boring. I don't watch this because we're in Vegas. Vegas is a glitz and glamour town. We need glitz on the field. We need glamour on the field.
Yep.
You know.
It is
Whoever-
hard for me to
that's
give an unbiased opinion because I'm such a big fan of Shador. Yeah.
And I'll admit too, I'm a big fan of Shador as well, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he's more pro ready.
That's my thing. I think he.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
I think
plays in the pro system. He played in a lot of pro systems growing up, if you will,
Mhm.
and he's got Tom Brady as his mentor. Man, I
Yeah.
mean, I just there's no way.
And
you
I've seen the
can do it.
toughness. You remember last year?
Dude, he's the
Colorado
most
State
sacked
game?
quarterback in probably college history.
I
He
think
might
it was
be-
a record.
Yeah, I'm actually look that up. He might be the most sacked college.
I think he
quarterback.
might be.
Possibly.
You remember
I
last
think he
year
is.
against Colorado State? He was getting killed.
Yeah,
He was-
And then he brought them back and they won that damn game. Like the
He was
toughness
getting-
and the leadership it took.
It was getting hurt so bad that one of the players from Colorado hit somebody else in retaliation. That's how bad he was getting hit.
Yep. And also think about this to add over to Turf's point and stuff, as well as to your point as well, Chris, is that, well, thinking about Shador, his father, prime time. he's accustomed. His father's there to coach him,
I got
know
him,
how
bro.
to interact with the media, interacting with the fans and everything else. So he's ready in multiple facets and everything else. And so it does make a lot of sense. It really
Yeah.
does, and having glitz, glamour, charisma,
Charisma.
and so when you put it all together, it is an idealistic fit.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, appreciate y'all. I got to bounce, Turf. But,
Oh, you out of here?
No problem now? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no worries,
I'll
man.
talk to y'all.
Hey, we glad
All
you
right, Leo.
showed up. Yes, exactly. Leo
Hell
is
yeah.
in the building. So I did pull something up. As of December 2024, the NCAA does not officially track statistics for individual players being sacked, making it challenging to identify most sacked players in college football history. However, available data indicates that Shadur Sanders, quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes, was sacked 52 times during the 23 season, leading the nation in that category for that year. I mean, that in itself tells you the boy can take an ass whooping and keep on kicking. That's all I gotta say. And it says a lot. It says a lot.
Yeah, it speaks for
Well, it
itself.
says a lot, yeah, that the O line sucks, but it also says a lot. That means he's taking a shit ton of hits too.
Right. Well,
What
I
type of
guess
damage
I
is that
didn't.
gonna do
I
to
guess
him
the
for
one
future?
part
Well,
that
there's one thing that Sanders has to work on is that he holds the ball way too long. I watched the game. I watched Colorado game. They were in the
And
Pac-12.
again, and
So I watched
that's
the
what
game. And he
and that's
holds the
what a lot of
ball
people used to complain
long.
about Carr too.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
that's
I
what
thought
people used to say about Carr and even Minshew, that they hang on to the ball for too long. You know, so if that's the same situation with Shador, you know, people are gonna pick up on that and they're gonna start saying, you know, this is just another version of a more athletic version of like Carr and Minshew. You know, if he's known for that.
Well, but he's also known for his completion percentage under pressure. There's a lot of stuff that this stuff translate for the league. You're
if we don't fix the O line, he's going to be under pressure.
right, and that's my point. If you need a quarterback that's used to that, who are you going to get? You know, Cam Ward is not. See, because that was the other thing, Jeff, you said that I kind of didn't agree with. I don't see the competition difference from Cam Ward to, I don't see the ACC being some huge conference over the Big 12.
I get what you're
And then the other thing is that is all he had, right? Our guy Sanders has done it at every level, at places he had no business even being, but still showed that he did it. You see what I'm saying? Like, Jackson State right now is still looking like a fabulous team, and nobody even heard of that team until they got there, and they instantly turned it around. Sure, I get it. It's a lesser conference, but he did it. He did it, and then
I never heard of him until then.
and then he moved up to the Big 12. And everybody said he wasn't going to do it there, and he did
That's
it.
why
Right?
it's HBCU, so a lot of people are not going to hear about it.
They're not going to hear.
But say what they did, Dion is his dad and all that. They brought the players into Jackson State, and they're still there, so they're still playing a high level.
Correct.
That same thing. They will say if Sanders comes to the Raiders, he's going to bring high level guys to say, "I want to play with Sanders." Your receivers say, "Hey, I'll sign up for this. I want to play with Sanders." Running backs, O line. Speaking of O line, I would bring this point if I get a chance to. What do you think about that? They're gonna put JPJ at left guard. Did you hear about that?
I have
I'm
not.
crazy about that.
Yeah, because Meredith's hurt. He's gonna be out for this game. They're gonna put JPJ and
They're going to put James back at center for this
They're
game.
putting James back at center. Oh, we're gonna get murdered. Well, that's what we want. I mean,
I don't know why they didn't put. My thing is, why not put James at guard and keep JPJ in the middle? So now you've got strength on the outside, strength in the middle, and then you got Parham and James on the guard positions. You know,
and that's the problem with the coaches right there. That's stupid. JPJ been so well at center, leave him there.
Exactly, I agree, Chris.
Why mix it up again? Put James. What's the other guy they got? That guy from Pete. Hey, what's the name from New Orleans? That guy they.
Oh,
Great
Pete, I know you're talking about the left tackle that was no good. No good.
Yeah, put him at the guard.
Right.
Anybody
He
guard.
did. He
And
did play guard for a little bit. Isn't it? It's not Rodney Pete. It's Pete something. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but clearly it didn't work out. It didn't work out. He was
Yeah, but think about this too. I mean, it's kind of like what we want. What is the Jacksonville's strength? They have a good stout line, defensive line.
Yeah, they got a defense. I mean,
Yeah, they got a good one.
So strategic position.
Yeah, decent defense. Yeah.
Yep, strategic
They get that
position.
kid
To
that we.
secure the number one spot.
yep.
They get that kid. They get that kid. We should have drafted. We drafted somebody else. We drafted that stupid guard. Whatever his name was. We should have drafted the defensive guy. What's his name? I don't remember
Leatherwood?
his name. Yeah, we drafted Leatherwood, but we should have drafted the guy that they got on defense. That was John Gruden. Them.
Trying to think of who you're referring to.
It was Andre Pete. Yep, Andre Pete is the guy.
They drafted the defensive. They dropped a defensive lineman who's pretty good right now, but I can't remember his name. On the other side, and we drafted Leatherwood.
LV Raider headed to the game right now. Shout out to LV Raider.
Yeah, he left a couple hours ago. He's on his way. Unless it just.
Yeah, it's gonna be cheap.
I guess
It's gonna be a cheap game, man. Yeah.
That's right. You're not going this one, right? You're staying home.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm done. I'm all done this year for all Raider games, baby.
We got I got the former president from the club. Him and his son are there. They flew out today. And then another guy in the club, him and his wife, they're both members. They're both out there too for this game. He's the guy that used to live in California, this other guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he moved back to New England a few years ago. But yeah, he's going to be at the game too. I think that's it. I think we got 4 people going then.
Dude, I hope they didn't buy tickets yet. More than likely, I'm sure they did, but
well, the guy that's the former president, he's got season tickets.
okay. Because you can get
when they first went to Vegas, him and another guy in the club, they both went in together and bought a couple of season tickets together.
Okay. Because I've never seen it. I showed Leo earlier today. You can get VVIP tickets for $390. I'm telling y'all right now, just the steak and seafood alone is $300. Just the steak and seafood alone. Period. So, yeah, if I were there, I absolutely would be going to this game in style. And I would probably not pay much attention to it, but I'd leave about a 10, 15 pounds.
Just go there for the food.
Oh, man. When I saw
How much
that,
did you spend for meals there? Oh, $300. What? Well, that was the price of the tickets. Food was included.
exactly. And we're talking top shelf liquor. We're talking top shelf food.
So Jacksonville got that guy Josh Allen. He's no joke. So, talking about defensive line, I can't think of his name. Josh Allen.
Yep.
Well, he's gonna give the line a problem because he's gonna go up against Blades and all that. So, their defense is pretty stout.
Yes.
I want to see Raiders do good, but I want that pick.
I want the pick too, man. I mean, the bottom line is, man, it's tough. It's tough because history tells me that. Yeah, history tells me that us getting the quarterback in the pick this year is going to be irrelevant because we're still just so many years behind. I think people forget that you only get 7 players on average a year in the draft. That's it. You need a minimum of 22 bona fide solid starters. In order to win consistently, you need another whole 22.
Yeah,
It's going to take 2 years to do this. You don't just do this overnight.
Just doing the addition and subtraction here. You look at the roster now, right? So you got 22 starters, 11 on offense, 11 on defense. You've got 21 free agents. So you're right, 21?
Is it 21 free
Do
agents?
we have 21 free agents? I'm not sure. I just know.
I think it's up there. I think it's up there. So you pretty much already, like I said before, I said this roster is going to be completely different comes next
Demolished.
season. By the time training camp
demolished.
opens up or
Right.
OTAs, this roster is going to be completely retooled.
And then
Just
last
by
but not
sheer
least,
necessity because
Right.
of the free agent. We can't re-sign all of them.
right? No,
And then
and-
whoever we bring in free agency, and then whoever we draft. So you're gonna have a big influx of new players, but
And
it's
it's
still
not
not
gonna
going to be
mean-
enough.
and it's not going to mean those guys are going to come in and work out. It's not
Exactly.
going to mean the 7 people that you draft is going to work out. See, people keep getting caught into these things that don't really normally happen. Tom Telesco's draft last year does not really happen. He's not going to do this next year. He's not hitting home runs for the top 3 picks he picks next year. I'm just telling you.
And again,
And
especially if we grab a quarterback in that first round. one of those two.
exactly.
There's already one right there that's guaranteed not to start right away. Whereas in this year's case, all 3 were on the field from the get-go.
Correct.
No, not JPJ because he was still nursing an injury. But still, he probably would have been the starter. To be honest
Correct.
with you. He would have been out
No,
there. for
correct.
Yeah, but
the
they
first season. I
dropped
mean, they're already going into
JPJ.
next year knowing your first-round pick is not going to play. You know, so
They
it's not
dropped
going to be a
JPJ.
repeat of this past draft.
He got drafted as a guard. JPJ was drafted as a guard because they signed that James with that big contract. So, like, you know, what to expect? I don't know. I see. Tom Cousins has a history of good first and maybe second round picks. His history. The later rounds he don't. But you know, we're gonna see. Get that quarterback.
And
Then what's next? Who we get? If we okay? Say we got Sanders or Cam Ward. Who's next? What are they gonna do? Defensive line, running back.
Who knows at this
Cornerback,
point? I mean,
we
we
don't
know
know.
what the needs are.
Right.
You know,
Well,
this is why
yeah.
I wouldn't mind trading back into the first round. And let's get somebody that can actually have an impact this season too. You know, and if it means giving up, I mean, first of all, I would be giving up that 3rd round pick we're getting from for the Devontae trade in the first place.
Right.
That's a free money pick right there.
Right.
So
Yeah,
whatever you do
yeah.
plan on doing, I
That's
would
a free
use
pick,
that
yeah.
one. You know, and if it means we have to give up our first round pick next year to move back into the draft, and we get 2, say, top defenders out of this, or a top offensive player, whether it be a guard or a wide receiver or whatever we grab, you know, it's some that could come in and have an immediate impact because you're already losing that if we draft a
That's not-
quarterback. That's why I wanted
that's not
to
a
take
bad deal.
Hunter, because you're talking about an immediate impact. AOC is already going to be a bridge quarterback. You grab another quarterback in the 2nd round that could be a future or should be a future, because obviously our quarterback for the future is coming out of this draft no matter what. That's the goal. That's the mindset that we have to have. Because if we
See,
wait for next year's draft, who knows who's coming out, who's available.
Right.
Has Arch Manning really done enough to say that, yeah, he should be a top pick in the first round? You know, I haven't seen enough of him either.
Right.
Well, we
You
might
know, I
not be.
think everybody's just going off the heritage of what family he's from.
We might not even be high enough to get him anyway. For one thing.
And that's
But
the
like
other
I
thing,
said,
too.
let's see, like you said, like the philosophy is like, okay, get your quarterback now, then trade your first round pick for next year because you already got your quarterback now. Ain't no reason to pick a quarterback next year.
Right.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll get my trade, my first round pick for your first round pick this year, maybe those 15s or whatever. That might work out. Because like I said, next year, who knows if guys gonna be any good? Who knows who's coming out? Who knows what we're going to draft where we're going to be in?
Right.
Like I
Hey, let me
said,
ask y'all a question real quick, man. Y'all, hey, how y'all gonna feel when we win on Sunday? Honestly.
I'm gonna be
Well, you better
sick.
start looking at the rest of the. You better start looking at the rest of the top 10 talent because those 2 quarterbacks
Hey,
are going to be gone.
Really, yeah.
hey, Ryan. I watched a live stream with Turk here on the Atlanta game. Boy, we were sweating bullets.
Yeah, the
Yes,
3 of
we
us were on at
were.
the end of yeah.
We was on live. We were sweating bullets.
We were
I
scared.
better not go and fuck up and win this.
We was worried.
We was all scared.
That's all.
Dude, he
the
was
Lakers
at
gonna
pass
raise
at the
ball.
end of the game. All 3 of us
The
were like,
Lakers gonna
no!
win that game.
The time was not
I come
ticking
back.
fast enough, bro. It was going
No,
way
that
too
clock
slow.
moved slower than I've ever seen it.
And I'm gonna be honest
It
with you,
was.
bro. Like, I knew the outcome of the game, obviously, because I fell asleep during the game. I had to rewatch it, but like
Oh
watching
my God,
that
you
last.
rewatched that? Oh,
Yeah, I had to.
The
Bro.
last
You know,
drive?
just so I know what I'm talking about. But and say it's if I never get back. But at this point, bro, I will say this: like that Hail Mary, dog. I was sweating, and I still knew
Oh
what
my
happened.
God.
I'm like, dog. Both the times, I'm like, we could catch
that
this.
was
Like,
in his hands.
yeah.
Jacoby's hands were on that ball.
Hey.
Hey,
That's how
touched it. He
close
did
that
touch it.
was.
That
He touched that ball.
I don't know what's going on, bro. But all I know is I thank whatever football guys we can, bro. Because that right there would have been disastrous. Now this week I'm scared. I mean, we play Mac Jones. You know, like the
Terrible.
Jaguars aren't the best team. They're spotty. You don't know what you're gonna get week in, week out. This is like this week and next week. Scary.
We in trouble, guys. We
Well,
in
think
trouble.
about it. If we would have won Monday night, we would have moved up to number 7. We have a good shot of winning this week. We would have fallen probably out of the top 10 as a good option,
Right.
or a good chance.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You
That's
know,
very
We
true.
win,
So
yeah.
we would have fallen even further back in the first round.
Very
So
true.
your chances of getting either one of those 3 players, whether it's Hunter, Shador, or Ward, they were gone.
Oh,
If
100%.
you don't have one of those 3 picks, you're not getting any one of those 3.
They said
And of
if we
course-
win both, if we win both of these games, they said that we would move up to like 14 or 15.
Oh my
Easy.
God, dog.
Yeah, we
GM,
that will be-
14 and 15.
We're gonna have a worse pick this year than we did last year.
that's
We
disastrous.
won more games last year.
And,
But
and
they'll
the
actually lose
competitor-
this year.
like I understand, right? The competitor in us, all of us love to win the games, right? But like we just
Yeah.
understand where we are at this point. We can't we're not at the point. Like imagine if we are picking at like the 11th pick in the draft again. Oh, or we're somewhere like 11, 12. Dog, we're fucked off. Like, there's nothing we can
Again.
do for next year. There's nothing we can do for next year.
Well,
What can you do? Like, what
no,
would be?
I think you know what we could do though, honestly, and I'm thinking in terms of Jeff. Shout out to Jeff on this one, because the reality is, the further down we are in the first round,
Mhm.
the closer we are to somebody that is going to make an impact overnight. That's just facts.
I mean,
Look
yeah.
at Brock. Look at Brock. Brock made impact overnight at the 9th pick.
Just too
But
bad the
that
rest
was
of the team
Turk.
sucked.
But Turk, that was a fluke. That was a fluke.
Well,
Brock
I
was-
know. I
Brock
agree it was a fluke. There was no reason for him to
Brock-
be there at 9.
Brock
No.
was predicted to go the first top 5. He was predicted to be
He
a
should have went top
5
five.
picks.
He
But
should have
all
went
his
top 5.
QBs, all
Yeah,
his
all
QBs
the
were
QBs
so
went.
quick. Then that's why he failed his toe up.
Right. So that's the
This
only
year,
reason
he'd be
why
a
those
top 5 pick. This
Oh,
year, he'd
easy.
be a top. He'd be
Oh,
a top
easy.
6.
He'd be
He'd be
right
top
there next
five
to
pick.
Travis. He'd be next to
Oh,
Travis.
100%.
He'd
100%.
be right next to
100%.
Travis Hunter.
He probably, to me, he'd be taken before any of the receivers this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're
He
like,
was
if
picking
you're
before
like,
the receivers.
Yeah,
Before
but
he was picking after Harrison, yeah.
look at him, bro. What receiver would you
He said
take before him?
Harrison,
Like it'd probably be him and that Arizona dude that you take this year. Like that would probably be how it goes. But just. I don't think we can afford to do that. I understand people are like, bro, like, you know, win the game for maybe AP's sake. I don't think it matters if AP wins anyway. I don't think it matters if AP wins anyway, bro. I really don't.
They're already demanded by AP.
Nah, but you know
They
what?
already knows the AP
is that-
situation.
And like I mentioned earlier, it's strategic positioning. If they got Andre James playing the center, hey, it's as good as gone. Because they're just going to plow right through the middle. That's
No,
all
real
there is to
talk.
it.
Real talk. It is what we worry about then. If Andre back then, yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
it. You're gonna have Andre James at center, and now you're gonna have that bum Parham on his right side. That's your
Yep.
weak spot right there on your defense. We're fucked. That's
Yep.
why
No,
I
yeah.
said I don't know why they don't keep JPJ at center and put James at guard. Even if he's not a natural guard and he's not good at it, I'd still rather have JPJ in the middle with 2 bums on either side of him and then 2 strengths on your outside. At least you can kind of solidify that front line.
But
you
you
put
feel-
2 bums
you-
side
you
by
feel us-
side. You put
Yeah.
two
Failed to see
guys
the
side
plan.
by side. That's,
You
that's
failed
not
to
a
see the
good
plan.
mix.
That's part of the tank. Let's put the
Right.
weakest offensive line together so we can lose. That's
Real
part
talk.
of the plan.
Real talk. Real talk. I mean, like, I understand, you know, some of our fans and some fans mostly you'll hear it and be like, NFL teams don't do that. Like, you gotta understand, bro. Some of these teams, they're not gonna immediately come out and be like, yeah, bro, we're tanking. But
Right.
like, certain teams are gonna do what the fuck they gotta do. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, they're gonna do what they have to do, bro. Like certain teams have done it already. You know what I'm saying?
They can't legally tank and make it known because they do lose draft picks.
But
So they
look
gotta
at,
do it
look
a
at Cincinnati, bro.
roundabout way.
Look at Cincinnati the year before they got Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Like they fucking
That was
suck,
the obvious thing move. That was the obvious thing move.
right? Remember the Dolphins back in the day? Back in the day when before Tua, they said tank for Tua. And you looked at them and what they was doing that year, bro. They was trash. And honestly, bro, Brian Flores wanted Justin Herbert that year. And all accounts, bro, Brian Flores was right. So if they would have got Justin Herbert, you would have said the tank would have worked, correct?
Right.
You would have been like, yo, shit.
That sucked for luck. All that.
Some of these
But they can't make it obvious because the obvious is they're going, hey, no one draft picks, no use the draft
Hey,
pick. So they got to
guess
go
what?
roundabout back doorway. Paul.
There you go.
Back
It
door.
just happened last year, bro.
Yep.
It just and you say what you want, bro, but it just happened last year. The Texans, don't forget, bro, when Lovie Smith was there, they fucked off the chance to get Trevor Lawrence that one year. And the Texans never really forgave Lovie Smith for that. They've been pissed since
That's
then.
true.
They
That's true.
didn't
That's
fuck that
right.
up.
That's right.
Because remember, they could have got Trevor Lawrence, bro. They could have, but they won that last game. They won that last game, so it was like, all right, bro. It is what it is, bro. But going into there now, last year they did what they had to do. That last year.
Just gotta let you know, Rundown. Death Pile Picker called it out. Run that smoke details and 9-volt, bro. You are the smoke detector, dude.
It's me. Hey, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then, hey, I gotta figure it out which one because it ain't this one.
Right.
This one ain't even doing nothing. I got probably like 31s in it. My grandma probably got like 31s in this house, bro.
It was
There you
nice and
go.
quiet while you were gone. So as soon as you came back in, you weren't in here for 2 minutes, and all of a sudden you heard beep beep. I'm like, yep. I didn't say anything.
Around like,
Hey, well, there we go, man. Hey, we know which one of us is the real minority in here. All right, we all know that. Say what you want.
Hey, well, it's Grandma, man. Shoot, Grandma ain't worried about no damn smoke detector, man. Grandma, shoot.
Hey, hell
Grandma
no.
can't hear that.
When the hearing ain't out, who give a shit? At that point, we all sitting there. At that point, I think I'd become so numb.
Right.
But nah, what the hell did we say? Yeah, but tanking, bro. Tanking. Like teams do it. I think we failed to do it at times. I think times we could have, but
the shift.
now, now we got to do what we got to do at this point, bro. I think organizationally, because say what you want, bro. Mark can say all these cool and nice things, bro, but I'm telling you, bro, he would sit there in April, and even if he fired AP, he'd be pissed.
Right.
Because guess what? In April, he's sitting at the 8th pick in the draft, and he know good and damn well his team ain't got no motherfucking quarterback.
Ain't get no quarterback there. Nope. I mean, don't get me wrong. And see, this is where I do struggle, because Jeff's right. If we could come away with another Brock Bowers type at that point, that's going to play
100%.
right away. I mean, because the truth is, we know we're not going to be good even if we get this quarterback anyways. That's just fact.
But we're gonna
be
get
ready.
the other pieces of the puzzle that we're gonna need. So when we do get that
To get
quarterback,
that
there's a better
quarterback. And
chance-
that's the part that
there's
I
a better
struggle
chance
with.
of him starting right away because
That's-
everything else is in place.
And it fits. And that's what I struggle with. That is what I struggle with.
Maybe then my thinking is different, because I'm thinking like, yeah, you guys could be right, but then it's like, why not us have one of these motherfuckers that it happens every year?
No,
Hey,
it
look-
does. See,
look
no,
at-
I agree.
Bro, it every year, bro. There's one. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know
this
what
year,
happens is we suck, but yet we don't suck enough to
Enough.
get that pick.
Enough.
We're just good enough
Yeah.
to get that
Guaranteed.
player.
that's what
You
I'm
know?
like, bro. Because look, my thinking is this: there's two dudes in this draft where I feel like you can hit and they might be difference makers. You just got to get it's 1 out of 2, bro. What's the odds? Fuck it, that's a coin flip. I do it. You feel what I'm saying? If it came to changing the trajectory of our franchise, a coin flip is nothing to me. Shit, we done been trashed for 20 plus years. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. I got to take the gamble at this point, and I really do feel like one of them two dudes. If we put them in this situation, I feel like one of them can, regardless, is going to be that dude here. But I really do feel like, bro, one of these motherfuckers can change the trajectory of our franchise, bro. I really do. Like, Shador, I really do think he can do that. 100%.
I honestly do too. I won't lie.
I
think he actually. What we need to have happen though is everybody needs to stay put. We can't have a new head coach.
I think so too.
We can't have. Right.
I think so too.
The only thing new we can have is the offensive side of the ball, which was necessary anyways. And it's perfect because now you're picking him with the guy that's being picked for the draft. Right now, basically, that's what they should be looking at. If we get Shador, who is the best offensive coordinator that's going to fit? And that's who we're targeting. And vice versa. If we can't get Shador, okay, well then what is the type of offensive coordinator that we want, right? Because we're not going to get our quarterback. So we might as well think about an offensive coordinator that can have somebody that he picks.
And that's why we have to wait till the end of the season so we see, number one, where we stand with the pick. Number two, what are we doing with the coaching situation? Is AP staying or going? And if AP stays, who's he bringing in as OC?
Correct.
If AP goes, who comes in as the head coach, and who does he bring in as his offensive coordinator? There's only two coaches I wouldn't mind stay behind, and that's Patrick Graham, because I think he's done a hell of a job with the limited talent he's got between all the injuries. And the other one I wouldn't mind seeing staying is Philbin, because I think Philbin's done a hell of a job with that offensive line since he took
D-line
it.
coach
Right
too. That D-line coach too.
D-line coach has worked some miracles
that
too.
D-line coach,
Leonard,
keep him too, bro. Keep him
I'll
too.
throw that one in as a bonus.
Yeah, because whatever he's doing with Chase on, you know what I mean, and the Lualu, and he's making it work, bro. He's making it work for the limited guys that we've had on that defensive line. There's been pressure. I'll say that. But things that we don't really look at. No, go ahead, Jim.
Look at now too is the odds of things here. So if we finish with the number one pick, we've got 100% perfect odds on who we want. If we don't get the number one pick and we go ahead and the team fucks up and wins this weekend and we fall to number 7 and then we beat the Saints the week after that and we fall back even further, our odds just went from like 100% who we want to like we've got like a 1,000,000 to 1 shot of getting one of those two, which means we're gonna have to do some serious moving around.
Right, some wheeling and dealing.
And what you just said
around the draft.
No, it's not. And what you just said, Jeff, is pivotal in my opinion. And that's why I think us getting one of those 2 first picks is pivotal too, because you get one of those 2 first picks, we pretty much know what the hell we doing next year. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like as far as the offensive side of the ball, like think about what the Bears were doing this year, right? Like all of us pretty like Caleb Williams is going number 1. It was signs, whatever the case. They were putting people in place before he even got there, and it was like, all right, bro, we gonna get this, and this for this dude because we already know we getting this dude. Like it is what it is. Their problem is the coach wasn't right, and they never fixed that offensive line. So obviously, you get that 2 mixture right. Obviously, your rookie quarterback is gonna struggle. But for us, right, I think we would be smarter than that. Telesco would be smarter than that to say, all right, he already drafted some offensive line this year. We got to do some more on the offensive line next year. Obviously, maybe in free agency, we probably spend some big bread on that or probably go in the draft. But as far as where we're at, we're number 1. Well, shit, we know who we're picking.
Right.
At that point, bro, let's get the offensive coordinator that best fits his skill set, best fits Shador's skill set. Let's start getting the receivers. Let's start looking at the free agents that already let's surround him with the pieces before he even getting this motherfucker. Right? I say
if you get that one pick, start working in place. Don't wait to like later in the year, like, oh, who we gonna get? No. Okay, we got another pick. We know who we get.
Exactly.
Tell your offensive coordinator.
Waste no time.
Let's look. Don't wait till the last minute and get
Exactly.
another new guess. Don't wait till the last minute.
See, exactly. And
I'm
now,
gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say
There
my
you
opinion.
go.
Keep saying this. I'm gonna say my opinion. The reason why Kingsbury was not coming here, not because of only the money, because we wouldn't pay a new quarterback. Kingsbury is not gonna throw reputation online for some bully ass quarterbacks. I'm telling you.
thanks.
Well, we weren't moving up. That was the problem.
We're gonna
We
take
couldn't move.
Caleb or Jaden Daniels. Oh yeah, I like to coach Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I'm going over there.
That
So,
We got
exactly.
two. We got two good questions.
I want to backtrack because you
Go ahead.
said something that's very interesting. We mess around, we win 1 or 2 games. You might agree with me, you may disagree with me. It is what it is. What I think that Telesco would possibly do is take that pick, trade back, pick up Dylan Gabriel either late first or early second, and stockpile draft picks. That's
I
the
agree.
only other thing I could
agree.
actually see.
I
You
agree.
can do that.
You build your team in the
100%
draft, so
I
it makes
100%
sense.
agree with that.
You
I
build your
100%
team in
agree
the
with that.
draft.
I can
Yeah.
definitely see him doing that, which, it's not like y'all always say, it's not his MO to move up, but it's definitely his MO to move down.
He's gonna have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you miss out like that, bro, then yeah, with 100%, bro. Then all of us, I'm on board with Jeff's train, bro. Like Jeff, go ahead, load the coals on the train, bro. Let's go full speed. At this point, bro, we get BPA, bro. We getting BPA every round, bro. If we win a game, that's where
We
we're at.
have to. We have to. That's
Oh, yeah.
that is the only option at that point.
Your only hope is that the
It is.
Giants do the same thing, right? Like, say if they win a game, you have no idea, right? Because I don't know what's gonna happen this weekend. You would think Penix comes in there, he lights the shit up. Okay, cool. But if the Giants win, right?
Ooh.
Listen, if we lose and the Giants win, bro, that's all we need. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
it.
Right.
Because then you just lost to the Jaguars too, who's the other team probably who's you don't have to worry about them, but they're going to be another team that's picking high. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like we just lost to another team that's picking high. Next week
We
will be
just can't
scary.
make it look obvious that we won.
Exactly. Exactly. Now
That's
next
the
week will be
problem.
scary too, though. You got to worry about next week because the Saints are ass. Like,
Right.
but they have a pretty good defense. So
You know,
We got-
it just
we'll see.
sucks
We
that
got
at
some
this
good
stage-
questions, man. We got some good questions.
pull them
here.
up.
Yeah, this is a good one. They both are paired, basically. Death File Picker states Pat Shermer as offensive coordinator if AP stays and we get Sanders. And then Arnie Garza states, what coach would you trust to develop our franchise quarterback? Right? So they kind of go hand in hand. Would you trust Pat Shermer? Would you want him?
I'm still.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm gonna say something right now, man, and it hurts me. It pains me. I want Daboll,
I do too,
but
actually.
he ain't the coach for Shador though.
For Shador?
He's better with Cam
Cam
Ward,
Ward.
bro.
With Cam
He's
Ward,
better
yeah.
with Cam Ward.
Wow, yeah.
Daboll-
I can, now that you said that, I can automatically
That's
automatic.
Daboll's type of quarterback, bro. Daboll's type of quarterback
fits
is
his
Cam
style.
Ward. It does,
Josh
bro.
Allen.
It definitely
Josh
does.
Allen,
He's been with
yeah.
Josh Allen. He's got Daniel Jones. He tried
Somebody
to make that
that
shit
can
work.
move.
Cam Ward is his guy, bro. Shador
Yeah.
is a little more, pocket
Cerebral.
guy.
He's cerebral.
he's more
He's more of a
so you
cerebral
need
guy.
somebody who's gonna take advantage of that type of skill set a little bit more.
And then you team him with Ward and working with Bowers and Michael.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's huge.
Now,
That's huge.
getting
that
Cam
might work.
Ward with Brian Daboll and getting Cam Ward to sit a year too, dog, that could be very, very nasty. I'm telling you, like getting Daboll and let work with Cam for a nice little year, that shit could be very, very beneficial for us as well. But I think if you just got now we got to think about who would be the right OC for Shador. You know what I mean? Now, you know me, I like Stefanski. I've always told you I do like Stefanski. If he doesn't get fired, I take a look at him too, and I think he would fit with Shador a little bit more.
Right.
I think his offense would be a little bit more privy to what Shador does. But if not Stefanski and he don't get fired, we gotta look around.
I think Quebec could be a good coach for us, John.
Yeah, I like Kubiak too.
Oh, I do like that. I do like that.
think
What
he
did
would.
you say?
Kubiak.
Kubiak.
Will be
Yeah,
a good
Kubiak
coach.
could be nice for him. That'd be nice for him.
As long as nobody says Shanahan if he gets canned by the 49ers. I'm fine.
Because he
Yes,
was
he's not coming to be an OC. Yeah, he's
I
coming
don't
to
want
be
him
an
here
OC.
because of his last name, and I still can't stand his father, the little rat cheese eating little bastard.
Not coming here. I want, to be honest with you, bro, anybody that's coming out of the McVay tree, I might fuck around with. I ain't gonna lie. Like I might.
You.
When it comes to Shador and getting anybody out of that McVay tree, I might.
That is it. I'm with you right
bro.
now. I'm with you right now. Big time with you on that.
I think didn't we actually looked at a guy from the Rams last year. He just went to the Falcons. It was that Zach Robinson guy.
Yeah.
We looked at him. Right. And by all accounts, bro, it ain't his offense the reason they didn't suck. It ain't him. Ain't nobody blaming him.
They called for an interview, but he didn't come. He didn't show up. He went to Atlanta.
He went to Atlanta straight.
He had to use an interview tape list, and he said, I'm going to Atlanta.
Because it was as soon as Raheem got the job. Raheem was the DC over there. As soon as Raheem got the rap, we wasn't going. And then we lost. I think we lost Kubiak to the Saints. No, that's what we lost him to the Saints.
We never interviewed.
We never even interviewed.
They never even talked.
He was on the docket, but we didn't even get a chance. You feel what I'm saying?
They didn't ask.
Which he's probably regretting that at this point. We'll have an opportunity this year, bro. There'll be somebody we can pluck. If we're a top 2 pick, we can. All right, bro. What playoff team is in there? Who do we like? Take him. Take whatever guy we like.
This offseason is going to be explosive.
This
is unprecedented for anybody. I'm fairly new to the whole. Being on panels and doing this and news out there and everything. I've only started in September.
Right. Yep.
And just from being a Raider fan, this is like uncharted territory for us. Because think about this. Just hear me out. The team sucks. We're going to have a high draft pick.
Oh, yeah.
We're possibly going to be replacing a head coach. We're possibly going to have the first pick overall. We've got so many voids on this team. We've got so much money available in free agency. We've got so many holes that we need to fill with current free agents that we're going to possibly lose or retain. This is like a whole different thing for this team and for us as fans that we've never truly experienced before.
Right.
This is something we've never seen on this magnitude, basically.
Right.
So we've got to juggle what's going to happen with coaches, what's going to happen with our first draft pick. Do we finish with the number 1? Do we fall all the way back to, say, 14 by the end of the season? Who do we sign in free agency? Do we bring in a running back? Do we look at a wide receiver? I mean, there's just so much. This offseason is going to be the busiest one I think I've ever seen for an organization. And it's going to keep us entertained with the amount of content we're going to have for this, because there's going to be so many goddamn talking points, so many different directions, and so many points of view.
It's either that or it's the exact opposite. It's the same thing he just did, because he might see the writing on the wall. I mean, why go and draft, right, if they stick with AP, right? Is he really going to go draft all of AP type guys? Like, see, this is the rub. This is why it's difficult, because we don't know if that relationship is fractured, right? That's why we're wondering, is Tom trying to distance himself from AP or not? Because this stuff matters. If you're setting this guy up for failure, and that is hey, the GM is the GM and the head coach is the head coach. Well, how can you hang anything on the head coach if the GM's not getting him the type of players he wants?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
It's tough, man. It's tough. It can go either way. I wouldn't be shocked that either. Actually, I would be more shocked that we wheeled and dealed with Telesco than doing what he just did. He just showed his colors the last free agency and draft. I mean, he believes in his drafts, and rightfully so. Who's to deny him? I mean, bro, the Chargers had talent. Nobody ever complained about the Chargers when it came to talent.
Yeah, first is Telesco don't know what the hell he's doing, and then Telesco don't know what the hell he's doing, and then it comes to, look at the Chargers, they're winning with the same roster. Well, blah blah blah. Well, who the fuck picked that roster?
Tom
it wasn't the GM that's there now.
Yeah,
it wasn't the GM that's there now, bro. He just got there, dog. They really the whole roster defense. Do you think the whole defensive roster, bro, is him, man? Big Jeff, man. Man, I appreciate you coming on, man, as always, bro.
No problem, man. It's always a good
But
time.
I wanted to go over.
Absolutely, man.
I think that it's going to be a sit and wait. Vrabel, if he doesn't sign over with Ohio State and everything goes, as needed, and Vrabel remains available, then I could see, what's his name, Tom Brady putting in a bid and say, hey, bring Babel in and AP being out. Me personally, what I want to see, I just want to see, I want to see AP finish the contract. I want to see progress, improvement, and development. That's me.
Me too.
I have
I'm
nothing
right
against
with you.
Vrabel. He's an Ohio State product, and he's he's a proven coach and everything else. But that's what I thoroughly believe is going to take place.
100%.
Well,
100%.
like from the beginning when they had that press conference with AP and that Telesco, AP don't even know Telesco. He said I never met the guy before in my life. So that's not Telesco's guy. He don't know AP's personality, AP's like mindset. So from the start, I said, well, we might be in trouble. In my mind, I was thinking like, that's not his guy. How long he's gonna be here? If AP don't do anything this year, AP gonna be gone. And that's what's looking like right now. They might say, AP, we're going to take up being head coach. We'll put you in the front office somewhere or linebackers coach again.
Right.
But you're not going to be head coach.
Right, and that's the thing. That's what I was thinking too when it comes to real quick. Would he take a job that's not the head coach? Like, can you even do that?
He has to. Because AP's not gonna,
But what I mean,
AP.
though, I mean at the same place. Like, I've never ever seen exactly. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen a head coach, even an intern one that's got the position, go back and be in the yeah. Now for
Now
another,
you got to go to a different locker room. Yeah, you got to go to a different locker room.
You got to get him out. But AP will never be another head coach in the NFL. He will never be a catcher in the NFL again. High school, baby, but not in the NFL. He's going to be a head coach.
He's got knowledge.
That's it for him.
Yeah, that might be true. That might be true. That might be true. So let me go ahead and check on here, man. We've been rocking for 2 hours, man. We've been rocking for 2 hours.
It's almost that time.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody up in here, man. We've been rocking. We've been getting it in. Always our guy Larry down there, man, coming in here.
Yes, sir.
Always showing love, bro. We appreciate you coming on, man, and just sharing your takes, man. Definitely every Friday.
I look for y'all every single week. Chris knows that.
Man.
Larry, you should know that. Every week I look for y'all.
And Chris already know, man. Weekly segment. Is by Chris for Raiders here on the Turf and Rundown Show, man. That's basically what it is, bro. Basically, and we love it. We love it. Of course, that's what the show is for, bro. That's what we do.
Like I said, I always told Turf, I got information. I'm gonna start my YouTube channel next year, so I'm gonna talk to him to help me out get set up. So I like this to give me experience.
Exactly. And once you up and running, man, now we all getting money, man.
Exactly. You are going, Chris. I'm telling you right now, you absolutely have it for this. You 100% have all of what you need to do this. You're gonna enjoy yourself because this isn't a job for you. It's not for any of us, really. At least I know it's not for me. I'll tell y'all right now. I look forward to this.
That's a fact.
I'm just an old man. I'm just an old man who likes the Raiders, so I'm talking about it.
Fact, bro. Hey, and as always, man, another Friday, man, with Unc, man. I always, man, appreciate being on air with you, man, sharing the screen, doing our thing, man. It's Christmas time, all right? So we here. I venture to say that we're still not gonna get a day off, so we probably gonna see you next week.
100%. We here.
Gonna see you next week,
bro. We in here.
You already know next week, man. But make sure you guys are enjoying your week. I know, man. Hey, I got 2 weeks off of work, man. My ass is chilling. I'm straight. It's about to get scary, bro. It's about to get scary. But for everybody else, man, hey, make sure you being safe on the holidays, man. Make sure you doing your thing and start off this weekend, man. Have fun, be safe, and at the same time, man, let's let's hopefully we just entertained for 3.5 quarters. And then after 3.5 quarters, let's and then it falls apart after that. Let's just hope that. All right.
Yeah.
But until then, man, you already know what time it is, man. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're showing love to the brothers on screen as well, man. Until then, man, we're gonna see y'all next week on Friday here on the Turf and Rundown Show, man. Peace.
You're so sweet to me.